Formula One. It's a sport often seen as insular and elitist, but it's seen a meteoric rise under its owners Liberty Media, not only in popularity and viewership, but in the ability to almost print money. From greater access to more races, here's how it happened. For decades, Formula One was owned and run by one man, Bernie Ecclestone. He was old school, someone who thought the sport itself was enough, and there was no need for all this modern marketing and social media nonsense. But in 2016, Ecclestone agreed to sell his baby to American group Liberty Media. It cost Liberty Media $4.4 billion, and they quickly got to work. We got an F1 app almost immediately, and teams were allowed to show us more from behind the scenes. One of Liberty's most important deals was with Netflix, which in 2019 brought us Drive to Survive. The effect? An almost 70% rise in viewership for races in the US alone. It's massively benefited Formula One online too, with a rise from 7.8 million followers across its social media platforms in 2016 to around 50 million today. New eyes are on the sport too, with F1's own subscription TV channel, which people can watch anywhere in the world. But the main market they've tapped into is the US. There's now 3 races there a year in Texas, Miami and Las Vegas, and an American-branded team, Cadillac, getting involved in the sport too. More races seems to be the direction of travel. A street circuit in Madrid's being welcomed onto the calendar, while conversations around a Grand Prix in Africa have ramped up in the last few years. More big events could be in the offing too, after the massive F1 75 season launch event in London in 2025. 7.5 million people tuned in to watch it live across the social media channels, and that doesn't include the viewing figures for where it was broadcast on TV in certain countries. It seems Liberty will do whatever they can to grow the F1 brand. Their efforts have been worthwhile too, with Forbes valuing the sport at $17.1 billion back in 2023, almost 4 times more than what they bought it for in 2016. Not bad, considering it's seen as a sport where people just drive around in circles.
Good morning, everyone. 5 minutes after 6 o'clock. I feel I've been away for 3 months.
Where you been, Al? You've been everywhere, haven't you?
I've been everywhere. I've had a great time. Too good a time. I need another holiday.
Yeah, I know, exactly. That's the problem you have, Al. Every time, wherever you go away, you have such a good time, you need a little bit more of a rest. And you need another holiday.
Mind you,
different sort of holiday.
I've come back and the weather's been unbelievable.
It's been so good, isn't it? This summer's been...
I'm in the shade now at home.
Well, I spoke to you briefly yesterday, and I said straight away, you must be in that pool, Al. And where was you? On your lawnmower.
Yeah, I was. Well, you got to keep it in trim, right? You can get up and down. It took me about 2 hours. I was cream cracked. How can you be knackered sitting on a...
So Jill's done the hedges, you've done the sit on lawnmower.
No, she's not done. No, she's still recovering from holiday.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
it's good to see you, Al. And what do you think of this new studio you're in now?
Well, it's bigger than the one we were in.
The worst thing about it, Al,
no view.
Exactly. Exactly what I said.
I can't give you my weather updates.
I was with Ali.
It's
on Monday.
Beautiful morning out there.
And me and Ali was like, "Oh, Ray, where's the window? We can't look out. We can't look at the window no more."
I've been kidnapped, my guys. Where is he?
He's had a great time. He's been to. He said he had a week in Scotland. He had 3 weeks in Portugal, and he went Iceland for a week.
Fishing.
Yeah, and he said, unbelievable. The salmon he was catching, fantastic.
Right. That's a good excuse.
Oh, no, yeah.
Take it away with his mates, eh?
Well, he left his fishing rods at the airport. That's what he said.
Yeah, he took his tackle with him.
Exactly.
So what about you? Where have you been?
Well, I saw you last week, Alan.
Of course.
Your daughter's party, which was fantastic.
Oh,
Really enjoyed
dear.
it. Well, it was sort of a party, wasn't it? I don't think you went to the party. You was at the other end. And I sat with you the whole time with a few of your boys. And about that fellow who fell over, I was like...
What one?
Whoa. It was unbelievable where he stacked it. He's 6'4", wasn't he? Big old lump. And he was swaying. And then all of a sudden, he took a table out. The whole lot went.
Well,
and
my mate Richard, he was on the spine cop. He was like, "Oh," I said, "You all right?" Oh God!
But it was. I tell you what a lovely setting that was, where we were sitting.
Well, that was
a Swan pub, wasn't it? Swan.
Yeah, sorry, the Swan in Stratford.
Beautiful. Fantastic.
And then I had the big meet up the Marcus as well. That was beautiful.
To be fair, if I had a pub, that was how I would put the decor. Exactly the same as that one, the Swan. Yeah. The inside was beautiful.
Oh, no. Well, they spent a lot of money on it. And that long garden used to be a hop garden. Used to make the hops. And brilliant place. Absolutely superb. But again, we've been waiting for this hour. The Premier League is back. So tonight, can't wait. Well, absolutely. It's been 82 long days. But tonight is the Premier League time.
I believe in the meaning of spoken word.
They like that. Oh, they like that.
Top to bottom, one of the most unpredictable leagues around.
The difference is you don't quit, not until you reach the peak.
The Premier League title is coming back to Anfield.
Liverpool, the best team in the country. They were the best team in the country last year, and they've got even better.
But best believe it's your claim on it, because you got a destiny with your name on it.
Saga! 1-0 Arsenal. Haaland to take it round the keeper. Oh, that's magnificent.
I think the Chelsea fans will expect Chelsea to compete for the league next season.
Palmer goes for goal and scores! What a hat-trick!
Oh, my gosh. Honestly, the Premier League, it never fails to deliver.
Setting up another one for Peru. Could it be two? Oh, yes, it is. Another massive moment in Ellen Road.
Here's Manuel Benson on this near side. Onto his right foot. Hits one! Oh, my word! Sunderland are Premier League again. It's a wonderful game. We love it for a same reason, the unpredictability.
Oh, given away to Isak. There's his goal. Bruno Fernandes. What a finish. What a goal on the counter for Manchester United. Salah, 1-0.
It's talkSPORT. We are Premier League.
So we kick off with Liverpool Bournemouth right here exclusively on talkSPORT. Then we're bringing you Villa against Newcastle at 12:30 tomorrow lunchtime. Is it Ramsey's on his way, I think it looks like?
Is he?
This morning, yeah.
Good player.
And we have Leeds return to the Premier League on Monday night, and they welcome, what an atmosphere that's going to be. They welcome the Toffees, Everton, to Elland Road. It's not the same without the Premier, is it?
No. Look, I do love the Championship and the League One, League Two. There's always teams who are doing really well, and even in the EFL Cup, Bromley. What a story they've been.
By the way, I'm not just saying it. I was invited a couple of times, but I couldn't go.
Brilliant place, Al.
A friend of mine was going now, and this is not an easy game for Ipswich. Don't worry about that.
No, but that's probably their so far in their history. It's probably one of the biggest results they've had, probably.
Oh, yeah.
It's got to be. And I've been down to Bromley, and it's a great setup, Al. It's got a great sports bar there, and fantastic, and everybody's in.
Might be mentioned.
Well, no, to be fair, I've done some speaking there, and it was absolutely brilliant night. It really was, and I was so impressed with what they've got there. And now they've got to get a bit of stabilising that, and then hopefully look forward and try and progress and go up the leagues if they can. But Premier League is always so special, isn't it? And it's a little bit hit and miss at the moment now. The first 2 or 3 games, you expect, the ones who are at the top. I mean, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea to maybe get results, but I just don't know what sort of pre-season people have had. What sort of
we do our predictions down.
It's so hard, isn't it?
And the first 3-4 games,
it's a lottery, really.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest, you could do some, might be some upsets. Who knows? I really hope that the 3 teams that come up can put a really good. I'm not disrespecting the teams last year, but Southampton really struggled, didn't they? Ipswich had a bit of a go.
I knew Delap and Hutchison would go. Delap's gone, and hopefully does well. And Hutchison's the one I like as well. Looks like he's off as well.
Yeah, well, that's what happens, Al. I mean, they get a taste of the Premier League and they want to stay in it.
Yeah,
players. So you can't really stand in their way. For Ipswich's point of view, just try and get the best money they can. That's the most important thing.
So Liverpool, Anfield. Very, very good in the transfer window, weren't they? And it's going to be tonight's going to be the game of the weekend is going to be tonight. Will be very emotional.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very.
Yeah. It's going to be a really sad night, but the players will be saying, "Look, let's do it for Diogo. Let's do it for him." So
let me throw it on the other hand. If you're a Bournemouth player, you're the manager of Bournemouth. What'd you say to the Bournemouth players?
Well, it's one of them situations. Everybody expects Liverpool to get 3 points. So when you go to places like Anfield, just do your best you can. And if we can get a few chances and the luck goes our way, they can get a result. But Bournemouth have lost a lot of players, haven't they? I think they've lost 3 of their defence from last season. So it's good. But Bournemouth, a great little club. It's a situation, they've just got to go there. Hopefully they can play well and they can get some sort of a result. But Liverpool, you expect them to win, to get off to a winning start and all 3 points. And Diogo, it's going to be an emotional night for all the fans and all the players as well. And the Bournemouth players because they know what's happened. But
if you're a Bournemouth manager, and this is horrible, and please don't take...
You've got to try and use that for their advantage.
Well, you just got to say, guys, this is a game of football. What's happened? We're very sad, but as soon as that whistle goes, forget it.
I think the first 15 minutes is so important in any game. And I think Bournemouth, they've got to start quickly and try and silence the crowd. But I'm sure Liverpool will big favourites to win the league this year, I should imagine.
Yeah, right. You'll hear an exclusive interview with Arne slot at 8 a.m. right here on The Breakfast Show. He sat down with Danny Murphy and revealed his 2 favourite presenters.
The morning is mostly when I drive in. It's nice to listen to them, by the way. Their humor is quite nice. No, it's a good show to listen to in the morning if you don't want to listen to music.
There you go. Find out 8 o'clock who's 2 talking about. I think maybe Gabby and I don't know, Bentley. I don't know. Right. Which 2 breakfast presenters do you reckon he's talking about, Ray? Who do you think?
Well, it's got to be you and Ali.
No.
I'm going you and Ali.
No,
that's my bet.
Jeff and Ali, or I don't know.
Well, I think it'll be.
Or what about Ali and Ali?
It's not because I'm sitting next to you, but I'm going to have to say you.
Coming up, we'll take a look at the back pages. Eddie Howe says there is a way back. I'm not sure for Isak, but do we believe him? That's coming next on talkSPORT.
YouTube. Here we go. Listen to this. Only 52,000 homes here as the boys, 134,000. Come on. Listen to this, Adrian. Listen. We're going to do them, I tell you, we're going to beat them. Listen, Adrian. Rod Stewart wants to mention, get out of the way, Rod. Listen to this, Rod. Oh, Adrian Durham, listen to it.
Brazil, sing then. Come on.
I'm singing, don't worry.
Well, sing into the mic. Come on, we want to hear you.
Proud was Arne. Go on, you
Honestly, I've got to hear this again.
That's brilliant.
My memory takes me back. I had lunch with Rod in the Regano.
Get out of the way, Rod.
In the centre, yeah. What was this? It wasn't that Rod I was talking to, of course.
Oh, right, okay.
Oh, was that it?
What was the? How long ago was that?
Ages ago. I think it was Italy. I think we played in the qualifier.
Sounds like you've had a nice lunch before.
Oh no! It was the occasion, Ray. No. It was the occasion.
Oh,
right, it's time for the Scottish Roundup with me, Suffolk's Alan Brazil. Last night, Hibs beat 10-man Partizan. By the way, have you seen the goal? Beat them 4-3 on aggregate in the Conference League playoff. Bowie scored a wonder goal, by the way.
I've seen it. What a goal.
What a volley.
Well,
the faced Legia Warsaw and one more playoff to seal their place in the competition. It was heartbreak, though, for Dundee. They're out after losing in penalties to Rapid Vienna. Guess we should mention Rangers making it in the final playoff game in the Champions League despite being battered by Victoria Pilsen. I didn't see the game, but if you remember the first leg, Rangers were cruising, and people were saying, this is not over, were saying to me. I didn't see it.
What was the score? I didn't see the second leg.
I don't know.
You're not interested.
I tell you what I did do. I watched Celtic Aberdeen. I watched that game, and Aberdeen played well for 25 minutes, and then Celtic got the goal, and that was it.
But league's over now, isn't it, already?
Well, people are sending me Paddy Power, other betting companies.
Paying out?
No, that's ridiculous.
Oh, when's the first Old Firm? It's the end of August, isn't it?
Yeah.
First game. Is it a Celtic?
No, Rangers, I think.
Oh, Rangers. That's the games, isn't it? They've just got to beat each other.
We're going to talk golf. I was gutted. Tommy Fleetwood again.
Yeah.
I couldn't stay up to see the final two holes. I thought, come on, Tommy, this is the biggest chance of your life.
Yeah, well, he seems to just have that bad little spell, doesn't he, in a round that puts him under. But I love golf.
It's got to be pressure, isn't it? It's got to be pressure.
It's always pressure. You know, that's where, the big players, that's where, when Scotty Scheffler said about, look, golf ain't everything to me, and people going, oh, well, that probably takes the pressure off him because he's not always thinking about golf. He's not always saying, I've got to win this, I've got to do this, I've got to do that. Yeah. It probably takes the pressure off himself by saying that. It's a little bit like playing football, Al. If you're playing a cup final, if you treat that like a normal game, like a league game, and you prepare like a league game, suddenly it ain't a big game. But it is really, but it isn't, if you know it, in your head.
And by the way, we should say, well done, Justin Rose.
Oh, he's different class.
We met Justin at Brockett Hall?
Yeah, of course.
Lovely guy.
Brilliant guy, and he's really got his game going again, isn't he? Because you get over that, you get to a certain part of your career and you're thinking, can I get it back to where I was? And a lot of hard work, and Justin's very much grounding man, isn't he? And he said, look, my game's coming back together a little bit, and he's gone on and he's got so much experience that he's always going to be up there. If he plays well, you know he's going to be there and thereabouts. Yeah. Definitely.
Right, and in the world of golf, Bob McIntyre leads the BMW Championship in the PGA Tour by 3 shots. Tommy Fleetwood is in second. There you go. So I've got, who writes these scripts? Big Bob McIntyre. He's like 5'3", for God's sake. What's going on here?
Is that his waistline?
Honestly, Ollie, I thought you knew about golf. Numpty. Let's look now at today's back pages with Tesco Mobile for Business.
The Back Page Review on talkSPORT with Tesco Mobile for Business. Got Got a side hustle as a Pilates instructor? Stretch your budget with business phone bills for up to 40% less than the big 3 networks. For verification, see tescomobile.com/business.
That's out of order. That is out of order. Angelina's with us. Good morning, Angelina.
Angelina.
I'd have a go at that. I'd be straight.
No, just because I'm northern. No, it's got to be Coronation Street. You know, just takes the absolute mick, don't they?
I know. There's a little cat on that. Look on top of the tail, jumped down and bets.
It's all right, Coronation Street. Though. I don't mind it.
My missus watch it. I don't. I'm not into soaps, but she'll watch it.
Not really. Normally, EastEnders. Coronation Street now.
If I'm missing a bit of a northern accent, then I might have it on in the background every now and then. Yeah.
Right. Talking about in the background, back pages. What we got, Angelina?
Well, in the Times, we have got a big sit down with Eddie Howe. So Martin Hardy. The title is "Isak Can Have a Future Here." So I'll talk about one or two other little bits and bobs. He says that he doesn't shout at players. He says that the players are highly intelligent, they're highly driven. You don't reach the top of football, without having a high IQ. A lot of praise for Anthony Gordon. Him talking about his work ethic. His mum who worked 4 or 5 jobs. He met his wife in a nightclub. She couldn't actually see him, trying to give her the eye because she's not got the best eyesight. So a bit awkward meeting. But the Isak situation, he asked if the situation is irretrievable. And he says that word isn't in his dictionary. So I wanted to get your thoughts. When this happens, when a player is pushing for a move like this, does it upset the team? Do you think the team will actually care? And do you think he's right in what he's doing?
He's not right in what he's doing.
No.
Is it too far?
Angelina's player power now.
But the players are also... you can have a muck about with it and say, "Oh, you staying there," and I think the players knows the situation. They know the situation. They'll have him back, no problem.
Yeah.
If he's going to score goals and help them win games of football,
all will be forgiven.
And Angela, it depends if he's talking to the players as well, saying, "Look,
he would be out. He's still got mates.
Mates there, won't he? They'll be in communication.
Outside, you'll be phoning each other.
But the punters, there'll be some for them and some get them out the door. Get them out the. You get that everywhere.
If he scores 2 goals in his opening game, the punters will have him back. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, if he's made his mind up, though.
I really don't agree with what he's done. His right ways and wrong ways to leave a football club, and he's done it the wrong way.
Do you think he should have spoken out or made a statement or something, or do you just think it's just too much? These rumours because the rumours are coming from somewhere that he's saying I'll never play for them again.
Yeah, but it's not really someone else is saying it. That's what he'll say. He'll say, "Oh, it's been blown out of proportion. I didn't mean that," and if he does stay, but he's got to play football, so. He's got a big World Cup coming up, isn't he? So you can't just sit there and not play football for the season.
This is it, isn't it?
He's got to get back. If he doesn't go during the transfer window, he'll be back in a Newcastle shirt.
Interesting what Eddie has to say. What else we got?
So Howard Webb has warned fans that they can expect to see more penalties this season after he instructed referees to have another go at cracking one of the biggest problems in the Premier League.
Music to my ears.
Well, it's players clinging on to each other in the penalty area. He said this isn't going to be a 6-week trial or anything like that. We're going to try and crack down on this. There's a few too many examples of players clearly pulling people back, impacting their ability to move the ball, or some clear extreme actions are not being penalised. I mean, Ray, looking at Arsenal, bad news. They're always trying to bundle players off the ball with their corner routines.
Ben White, yeah, of course. But look, I totally agree. I mean, sometimes it's embarrassing. They're not even looking at the ball. And the ball's coming in and their backs to the ball and they're grappling. And so I think they should have someone on that, definitely.
Oh, I can't wait. Yeah. I can't wait. And what they've got to do is start dishing out cards right away off.
Yeah.
Right? And then players will
nip it in the bud.
Things like, I do like the set plays.
Keep it going.
I like the set plays when you're being marked and suddenly you make the run back post. And there's someone standing there, but he's standing there. And then as he's trying to follow his man, he runs into one of the other players. I don't mind that, but it's when they're grabbing hold of each other, and certainly that should be looked at. And
Angelina have warned me a bit time this morning, so look, we'll do a little bit more in the next section, please. I promise you, we've been talking too much at the start, me and Ray. Right, we're going to have a quick break, then we're going to get the news and sport headlines, and then we'll talk racing as we're building up, I suppose, to York's the big one coming up. 6:27.
The Back Page Review on talkSPORT with Tesco Mobile for Business. Got a side hustle as a Pilates instructor? Stretch your budget with business phone bills for up to 40% less than the big three networks. For verification, see tescomobile.com/business.
Boxing. It's a sport that makes multi-millionaires out of the world's best fighters, but it's not as flush with cash as you'd think. We all see how much the likes of Tyson Fury or Canelo Alvarez make every fight, but that's not the case for those just starting out, or those who aren't even at that level. For example, if you've just turned pro and don't have a promoter, you have to sell your own tickets, cover the cost of the venue yourself, and pay the tax man at the end of it. You might not even break even, but if you do, you're looking at 5 to 10 grand max. A mid-tier fighter might make more like 10 to 50 grand, but you still have to give up half of that in costs. So unless you're fighting for a world title, it's tough to make money. One potential way of doing it, though, is being a journeyman. Here's former European champion talkSPORT's Spencer Oliver explaining how that could work.
They want to fight every week, and they can be going in against the prospect, so they can demand good money, and they might be demanding like 5 grand, 10 grand for a 6-rounder or something, because they're going in with a prospect. He gets through that, the journeyman gets through that fight, and he can fight again next week.
I mean, even so, it's not much, and you're getting punched in the face for a job. It's only really at the top level, i.e. fighting for titles, where you're earning up to 6 figures and can afford a diamond chain or that Ferrari. So boxing isn't a sport that allows you to retire at 40 and live a life of luxury. Much like a lot of other sports and jobs in general, it takes an awful lot of luck quite early in your career to really make it worth your while.
Okay, 6:33, talkSPORT. talkSPORT breakfast with Arnold Clark. Get the UK's best used car deals guaranteed. Ray Pigeonhead Parlour.
No,
Where is that?
Well, I'll show you. Did I show you the picture, Al?
No.
When I went to Hong Kong and they give me a load of dishes to try, and one of them was pigeon.
Oh.
To be fair, Al, I tried a bit of the leg and it wasn't too bad. It was a bit dry. It's a bit dry. It's a little bit like liver. It's like that sort of texture.
Stop the pigeon.
But the thing about it was they had pigeons' heads in the bowl. I'll show you in a minute. What's that ham sandwich you got there? Any good? Pigeon sandwich.
Jules, she's.
I know you don't. You got a little packed lunch here.
Packed me up this morning. Honestly,
you're very lucky. You know what? She made that at what time? Oh,
this morning.
3 o'clock?
3:30, yeah, 3:30.
Oh, there it is. No, that's snake. That's snake. So there you go, Al, look. Would you eat that, Al? Look,
there's a message still tied to one.
Hey, I think the pigeon was winking at me at the same time.
Oh,
I was
shocking.
like,
I don't know how you can eat that.
I didn't eat it. Don't worry about that. I didn't eat the head anyway.
By the way, just a quick one. I was laughing my head off last night, so I got back to London. And Kevin Bridges was on. Have you ever heard Kevin Bridges live?
No, I haven't.
He is magnificent.
Yeah. There's some great comedians around.
He's a Glasgow boy. It was hilarious. Yeah. And it takes a lot for people to get me really laughing.
I think Mickey Flanagan for me.
Oh, no, he's good. Last night was hilarious. Brilliant.
Lee Evans back in the day.
And Kevin's a big football fan, so if you listen, Kevin... brilliant last night. It might have been an old one, but I don't care.
It doesn't matter. They don't get old, Al.
Everton get the season underway Monday night away at Leeds. Not going to be easy. Live and exclusive on talkSPORT. Jack Grealish has been the major addition in a season-long loan, and yesterday our very own Darren Bent spoke to winger Dwight McNeil about the new man.
Yeah, he's trained us a couple of times now, and he's a great character. He's a great lad, and we're really happy to have him through the door, and hopefully he can help us this season to push as far as we can in the league.
Have you seen any glimpses yet? Because as I said, you've played against him and we all know how good he can be. Have you seen any early of the ability that he's got in training or anything?
Yeah, definitely. He's been right at it since day one. So it's credits for him as well. And everyone's made it feel really comfortable here. So that's good as well. We just wanted to get him settled in as quick as possible because he's going to be a massive part to our squad this season.
Yeah, there you go. That should be
great signing.
Great atmosphere as well.
Yeah, well, Leeds will be rocking Ellen Road, but that is a brilliant signing for Everton's point of view.
Yeah, and I'd love to see Jack really perform.
Yeah, and he's got a massive year because if he can perform and get back to where he was, he's certainly got every chance of going to a World Cup. Because I'm sure Tuchel's looking at every single player.
Well, you've got to play, haven't you?
Yeah, you've got to play. And that's why he's made that big decision. Everton's a fantastic club, got a new stadium. So I think it's a brilliant decision from Jack and a great signing for Everton.
Former Leeds and Everton winger Aaron Lennon is a special guest co-com for talkSPORT on Monday night at Ellen Road as we cap off the opening weekend. Now, sad news reaching us yesterday from the world of horse racing. Former jockey Bill Turner has died, trainer, of course, at the age of 78 following a freak accident earlier this week. He was also a very, very highly successful trainer who became synonymous with the Brocklesby Stakes at Doncaster. You know what that is? The first big 2-year-old race of the season. Having won the traditional first race of the flat turf 6 times. Join us now for more on the life and career of Bill, former jockey, talkSPORT commentator. A very good morning, Lizzie Kelly. Morning, Lizzie.
Morning, Lizzie.
Good morning.
I've not had a chance to read it yet, Lizzie, but, it's very, very sad when something like that happens, especially an accident at home where he's been knocked over by, an animal he loves.
Yeah, absolutely. It's awful news, and at 78, you'd think that it was really time for him to put his slippers on and enjoy the fruits of his labours over the last however many years as a trainer. He gave a lot of people chances, young jockeys, and was really respected for that. He was actually a bit mad. He had a pet zebra as well, which he managed to train to allow the zebra to be ridden. But yeah, it's so sad when you hear of stories like this, and it really doesn't feel that long ago that I was talking to you guys about the loss of Michael O'Sullivan, the jockey who died after a race accident, and we've got something fairly similar here again. And it just reminds us all that the risks that are associated with our sport. And you know, horses are beautiful, kind animals, but they can create accidents which you just can't come back from, and it's just dreadful news.
Yeah, I think his first winner out was 1968.
Oh, he's 60 years been training.
Amazing. So he's been around. He's seen so many good jockeys come and go, and trainers, and you know, as you rightly said, Lizzie, he was a jockey himself, wasn't he? I think he had 4 wins, didn't he? I was just looking at
That's right.
68 to 69. He was a jockey.
That's
himself.
right. He only rode for a year, but obviously had a very successful training career since then. And as you pointed out, Alan, you know, he won the Brocklesby 6 times, which is pretty impressive. And plenty of other big races alongside those, but he very much became associated with precocious 2-year-olds, and that was sort of his mainstay really throughout his training career.
So, Lizzie, looking ahead now, we've got the Judd Monty coming up, and we've got the Ebor meeting coming up. So some big races still to come.
Yeah, I've been having a quick look through York. I won't actually be there. One of my favourite races of the week is the Lonsdale Cup, which is the longer distance Group 2. We've got Trawlerman. He's making his reappearance after winning exceptionally well at Royal Ascot. Illinois comes against him yet again, with Dubai Future and Sweet William. That looks like it's going to be a really good race. As you've already mentioned, we've also got the Juddmont. I think that's going to be a really good race. I'm excited to see the French horse, which is coming over. He's unbeaten, and I think he could be certainly very, very interesting. I think it's you know, it's going to be a great week. It always is up at York. They've got a week of quality racing, but obviously the racecourse itself does such a good job, and is well known for being able to pretty much appeal to everybody, whether you're a racegoer, jockey, trainer, pundit.
My biggest worry now, Lizzie, is now you said you're not coming, so it means we're stuck with Rupert. You know, have we got someone coming in to help Rupert out, please?
Yes, don't worry. We've drafted in Louis Stewart. He came up to Goodwood with us and helped us out at Goodwood a little bit. He's a retired jockey himself, a flat jockey who actually won the Ebor. So he knows all about the tests and the difficulties of York, and he'll be able to give some really interesting insight. And I'm looking forward to hearing the coverage that he provides, actually. I think it's going to be really good.
Lizzie, thank you very, very much. So sad news there. Bill Turner, training career spanning 6 decades. 6 winners of the Brocklesby has died age 78. Sad. Right, still to come on Breakfast.
Superstar Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins. Download the new improved app to easily manage your accounts and quotes.
We're going to hear an exclusive interview with Arne Slot on whether he's feeling the pressure this season. We'll be speaking to live to top boxing promoter Eddie Hearn. That's at 8:15. Coral Lodge coming up to you there at a time of 7:45 this morning. Next up, we're going to be joined by former Liverpool, Villa and Wales striker. So plenty to come on talkSPORT. Coming up to 6:43.
Superstar Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins. Doing what matters for the trade with easy delivery tracking and 2-hour delivery time slots. Terms and conditions apply.
Saying on my piece, I don't know.
It's difficult because people can't. Not everyone's watching.
It fell off, Al, look.
Ah, all right. So for people on the cars and the trains, sorry, he's just messing about.
I don't know where he's gone.
Right, Ray Parlour with me. Right, what do we know this Friday? The Premier League is back. It kicks off tonight, live and exclusive on talkSPORT. Liverpool take on Bournemouth, and you'll hear an exclusive interview, Arne Slot, 8 o'clock this morning. What about this one? Bristol Bears have signed Wales winger Louis Zamat for the 25-26 Premier League season as he returns to rugby following an 18 months in the NFL. And Sunderland appoint Xhaka as a captain following his move from Bayer Leverkusen.
Good move.
The former skipper Luke O'Neill told talkSPORT he couldn't believe Xhaka was actually joining the club. There you go.
Oh, me personally, I couldn't believe it. I still can't. I thought, someone's started this rumour and it's got me all excited and it's not going to happen. And then seeing it all unfold, seeing it all, I watched it from like the fans' point of view. I was watching him kind of get off the aeroplane on Sky Sports News, and I was like, it's happening here. So, of course, any player would be silly not to want someone of his calibre and experience to come to their club. Like, of course you wouldn't. And then getting to know him, I heard how great of a human he was, and I've already learned that kind of in the first week from just getting to know him and speaking to him. And I'm looking forward to seeing him develop, and obviously all the players around him learn from him, and not just him as well, just every single person from Riggy, one of the youngest players in the group, to him, one of the most experienced.
So Ray, good signing. Remind me, he didn't go from zero to hero, did he? But Arsenal fans weren't having them, and suddenly it all changed.
Oh, it did indeed, yeah. I mean, it was that time when he had a little bit of a go at the fans, yeah, when he got taken off one game. But the season that when he left, he was excellent. He was so good for Arsenal. He really was. And it's a really good signing for Sunderland's point of view. You know, he's very experienced in the Premier League. He knows, look, he's not going to be as mobile as he was, but he can read the game very well. And he keeps it ticking over in midfield.
Yeah, and
I think he's sort of sorted his disciplinary, because you always expect him to get a yellow card every game when he played. Because he was always doing a little bit too much and kicking and, you know, arguing with people. But he sorted that out big time towards the end of his Arsenal career. And then obviously he went away to Germany and now he's back in the Premier League. So I think not just for his experience, but for the young players as well at Sunderland, he can really help them be better. And I think it's an excellent sign. I really do. I think Sunderland have got a brilliant player there and who can really help the other players and help Sunderland try and stay in the Premier League next season.
For more on all today's biggest stories, head over to our website, talksport.com. But now, here we go. Time for this.
Oh, don't. Oh, it's better. Better than Coronation Street, isn't it?
Whatever, no weather, these streets are our own, and my heart.
All right, enough of this. Angelina's back. Where's Angelina? Morning again.
Good morning.
What we got then? What we got?
I mean, I don't know what's worse, the Coronation Street or that. That was...
Oh, that's much better than Coronation Street.
No, I'm not having it.
Oh, right, okay, Angelina.
I mean, we're not going to row in this, though. We're going to leave this, friends. But, of course, I'm a Man United fan. We've got Man United against Arsenal this weekend. Massive game. Now, there have been a few battles, a few brawls, haven't there? So, the 1990 brawl... so I remember I was actually speaking to Chocky, Brian McClare, former United forward, good mate, and he told me about, you know, the beef with Nigel Winterburn and how for years later it was still quite frosty between them, to put it that way. But obviously both teams got points deducted after that match. You've got 2003, the Battle of Old Trafford. Ray, you played in that one, Martin Keown versus Ruud van Nistelrooy, which was just...
Ray started it.
No, I didn't start it. No, Martin started it.
Come on, be honest.
He always starts it, Martin. But no, it was always a massive game. It really was. And you go back to that game you mentioned, and I think everybody was in that brawl except Davy Seaman, because it was too far away for him to run up there. But and there was always a lot of friction between Arsenal and Man United because. In the 90s, Man United were the best team. Yeah. Simple as that. And everybody was trying to beat them. And we was trying to compete. Everybody was trying to compete against Manchester United. And, you know, Sir Alex Ferguson knew that this Arsenal team were decent. And that's when they started having a little bit of mind games, Sir Alex Ferguson and Arsene Wenger. But it was always great games to watch. If you're neutral... You always look forward to the Arsenal Man United games.
I mean, do you think that it's still one of the best fixtures in the Premier League calendar?
I still think it's I think it's still so much at stake for both teams. Look, they've gone different ways now. I mean, Manchester United have fell away a little bit, and they will be back though. There's no doubt they will be back. And Arsenal now have improved. They fell away for quite a while, but now they're trying to compete again for the league. And I'd love to see Man United again up there. Competing because they do make it. It's a massive club.
Well, they're going to be a lot better this year.
Yeah, they're going to be. They made some really good signings. So they probably need one more midfielder.
Yeah, well, I was going to talk about the signings. I think it's quite funny that Sir Jim Ratcliffe said that the club were going out of business. Like the lights were going to be going off at Christmas, but they've spent over £200 million. So they've got Diego Leon, who is a £7 million left wing back, which I think is an area that they need because you look at, they've got Patrick Dorgu. Yeah. Luke Shaw is playing kind of the left side of the centre-backs, but, you know, we're lucky if he's fit, really. But you've got Brian Mbeumo from Brentford, Matthias Cunha, Benjamin Šeško. So they scored 44 goals in the Premier League last season. They've got two number 10s there who were proven in the Premier League, a striker who a lot of clubs were interested in. So I do have high hopes. I feel like United were always linked with everyone normally, whereas it feels like a bit more concise now. It's been a bit more clinical. Looking at those names, especially, you know, Mbeumo, Cunha, Šeško, who you thinking will do a good job?
I think Mbeumo, he's proven in the Premier. Yeah. You know, so I fancy him.
That's Cunha, really. I mean, that Wolves is a different class.
Yeah. And Šeško, or Šeško, however you want to pronounce him, You know, he's got immense promise. So, listen, it's getting the supply up there. We'll talk Tottenham later a little bit when we're talking about the PSG game about did Tottenham create enough? Can United create enough in midfield to get the ammunition to the powerful strikers?
Yeah.
If they can, they're definitely in for a better season. They will do. They'll finish much higher.
It's got to. I mean, it can't get any worse, can it? But looking at Arsenal, you know, Ray, you said they've brought in some really good signings. We say all the time, always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Yeah. Everyone's got their fingers crossed. Well, I've not, but all the Arsenal fans, you've all got your fingers crossed. But if Arteta does lose on Sunday, how quickly could the pressure mount? Because this has got to be the year now.
Yeah. I mean, they've got the signings in. I think the owners have been really, you know, helpful in the transfer market. They've said, right, we need certain players, and they've got them. So there's probably, you can argue there's no excuses now. But, you know, we know the Premier League's such a tough league. And I think Liverpool are the ones to beat still, because the signings they've brought in has been brilliant. We don't know what's going to happen with Isak. If he does go to Liverpool, then it puts him even in a better situation.
Yeah.
But, you know, it depends how they lose it. If they come second again, if it's tight, then, you know, it's better. The first 6 games for Arsenal, very difficult. Yeah. I mean, you look at, they've got Newcastle, they've got Man City, they've got Liverpool, they've got United, as you mentioned, the weekend. They've got Leeds United and Forest in the first 6. So, you know, let's look after that and see where they stand after those games. But I think it's going to be a brilliant Premier League. And I think Arsenal got the ammo now. You know, striker was always the one.
No excuses now.
No. Well, no, you don't know, because your striker could get injured in the first week. So it is a little bit of luck as well. You need a little bit of luck, because last season Arsenal had so many injuries at certain times of the season.
Let's get the violin out.
And Salah stayed fit. Van Dijk was never injured. You know, they're key players. I'm not saying Liverpool, because they kept their players fit. That's why they won it, because they was brilliant last year. But you do need a little bit of luck along the way. You could argue Tottenham had a nightmare injury list. A lot of clubs had bad injury lists, and Arsenal missed out key players: Saka, Odegaard, Gabriel. You know, certain stages.
You mentioned Odegaard. I just wanted to ask quickly. Tony Adams has spoken, and he said that he doesn't want Odegaard as the captain. That it should be Declan Rice. You know, do you agree with that?
I agree with that.
I think Declan has been brilliant since he's been at the club. But you got to know people's characters, what they do in training, what Odegaard brings to. And I love Odegaard. I think he's a great player. And sometimes it's hard to change captains. You might have to pull him to the side and talk about.
It's going to be a bit awkward, surely, if he was to do that. I mean,
it
Tony Adams said Rice,
but you got to be ruthless as a manager. That's if you think Declan Rice could do a better job, then you have to make that big decision. It's like when they bought Raya for Ramsdale. Now Ramsdale didn't do a lot wrong, if I'm being honest, and it was a massive decision he made. But it looked like it could be the right decision, because Raya's been excellent. So you can't be scared to make them big decisions if you're manager. And I respect Tony Adams. He was one of the best skippers ever for Arsenal. So when he says something, you've got to listen to him.
Okay. Angelina, thank you. Are you coming back, or is that you?
No, I'm done now for the weekend.
Have you?
Yeah, I'm working all weekend.
Where are you going the weekend, though?
I'm going to the Spurs game tomorrow, doing a bit of social media stuff, and then I'll be with Crookie and Matterface at Old Trafford, providing it's still in
Little Sam,
Little Sam and big Alex.
It's not raining, so we'll be all right. No rain is going to be coming in at Old Trafford. We should be good. And then we've got an Inside Devil show after the game outside the stadium.
Angelina, what's your prediction for Sunday?
Oh,
what are you going to go for?
It's really, you know what? I've watched so many terrible games last season. I've got to start this season positively. I think that we'll nick it 2-1 Man United.
Oh, very good. Back you, Al, what you done?
I can't remember what I've done.
I
think I've gone for a draw. I think.
Draw?
I think I scored and draw.
I think it's going to be a difficult game, and the Old Trafford will be rocking. I think Man United fans will be very excited about this season.
Yeah.
What the signings they've made.
All right. Okay, Angelina, have a great weekend.
Thank
I know
you
you're working. Thank you. Don't go anywhere, because up next we're going to be talking Liverpool as they get the title defence underway tonight. Live on talkSPORT against Bournemouth. The pressure, though, is on.
Last season I also felt pressure on myself because everybody maybe didn't expect a lot, so that also comes down with a certain pressure.
The Ryder Cup. Unique, euphoric, unanimously loved. Here's the history and some of the key numbers behind the contest that grips the world of golf and beyond like no other. The first edition was held in 1927, where a Great Britain team arrived by boat to play in Massachusetts at the Worcester Country Club. Originally, the competition comprised of 4 foursomes and 8 singles, with 4 balls not introduced until 1963. In the first 22 editions, when it was just Brits and Irish against the US, America only lost 3. So, in 1979, in came the rest of Europe, including the future 5-time Ryder Cup winner, Seve Ballesteros. Since Team Europe was established, the head-to-head reads Europe 13, USA 9. Home advantage is a big deal. Europe's last away win was the miracle at Medina in 2012, and America hasn't won on European soil since '93 at the Belfry. It's accepted that both teams tailor their home courses to suit their own players. For example, in Paris in 2018, Thomas Bjorn asked for the rough to be kept extra long beyond the green to target the big booming American drives. 10 years earlier, Paul Azinger did the opposite, and the Valhalla rough was trimmed right down. On both occasions, the home side were resounding winners. So what about the money? The most recent Ryder Cup in Rome drew in a record 271,000 spectators and boosted the Italian economy by €262 million. In the US, the PGA America TV deal with NBC is worth $440 million. But no Ryder Cup revenue has ever gone directly to individual players. That's until now. In 2025, for the first time ever, the US team will each receive a fee for playing in New York. Of course, in Rome, legend has it Patrick Cantley refused to wear his cap because he wasn't being paid to wear it, though he insisted it simply didn't fit. Either way, Team Europe have made it clear they're more than happy to keep playing for the sheer thrill, joy and prestige of the Ryder Cup.
This is talkSPORT Breakfast with me, Alan Brazil and Ray Parlour, and the Arnold Clark app. Buy a car and opt in to Arnold Clark Rewards to enjoy access to great giveaways and everyday perks. On the way for you this morning, we're going to be building up to the return of the Premier League with a whole load of big names, including former Bournemouth defender Charlie Daniels, Arsenal legend David Seaman, and former Newcastle and Villa midfielder Nobby Solano. We're going to be joined in the studio by pop star and huge Coventry fan Tom Grennan. Plus, we'll head to Saudi to ask Eddie Hearn if my favourite boxer, Moses Ituma, is ready to make a statement tomorrow night live on talkSPORT. But first, the Premier League is back tonight. We kick off with a cracker right here in talkSPORT. So let's look ahead right away. This is a great one. It's going to be full of emotion in partnership with TNT.
Breakfast football preview on talkSPORT with TNT Sports. Stream on Discovery Plus or watch TNT Sports channels on EE, Sky and Virgin Media. Subscription required. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Liverpool Football Club for the 20th time joining Manchester United at the top of the tree, are English champions.
It's back to Salah. He puts it into an empty net and Liverpool lead.
You know, it's the Premier League. And if you rest on your laurels, that bites you in the following season.
If you wear this shirt, if you go out at Anfield, there's only one thing that is expected of you, and that's winning the game.
I would say that Liverpool at the moment is the most enticing and exciting sporting project in world football.
If you're talking about Hugo Ekitike, Florian Wirtz, Kirkez, I mean, we are looking at a super team.
Ouattara has fed Kluivert inside the penalty area, and Kluivert has nabbed it under the goalkeeper and in.
Finish 9th, 56 points. I think it's the least this group of players deserved after the season they've played. Overall, big season for us.
With Andoni as a manager, you know, it's only going to go from strength to strength.
My only worry about them going forward now, people just come and gut-wrench your team.
Bournemouth have beaten Manchester City.
Where on earth do Bournemouth go from here?
Top to bottom, one of the most unpredictable leagues around. talkSPORT is the place to be for the return of the Premier League.
Yeah, so the champions welcome Bournemouth to Anfield, kicking off the new Premier League season. Things couldn't have gone much better for Arne Slot. In his first season in charge at Liverpool, they romped to the Premier League. Slot's side could hand out debuts to a few new faces. And the Liverpool boss, he was asked yesterday for his thoughts on the signings he's made so far.
And not all of them, but 3 of them we got in quite early with Jeremy, Milos and Florian. Hugo came in, I think, 2 weeks ago, which is to a certain extent still quite early.
Yeah.
Yeah, as expected. But they came into a team that has a proper idea of how to play football, and that is always, if you're a good player, which they are, it helps you to settle in. But I still have to adjust small things to the new ones coming in compared with the ones that stayed behind, because they're not one-on-one the same players as the one that left, because, and that's in my opinion forgotten a little bit, 3-4 starters left the club as well.
Yeah, I like this fella, Ray. I think he talks a lot of sense.
No, he's been brilliant. You know, I thought he was such big shoes to fill, Jurgen Klopp, when he left. Any manager was going to struggle a little bit, not a little bit like Sir Alex Ferguson when he left Manchester United. And you're thinking, oh, can this guy come in and do the same? But look, the personnel stayed more or less the same, and he just tinkered with a little bit of the squad. But what a season they had last year, and I still think they're worthy favourites to win the league this year again. And if they do get Isak, which I'm sure they'll be trying to get him in the door, then they'll be really hard to beat.
Don't forget, you hear the full interview with Danny Murphy and Arne Slot right here on The Breakfast Show at 8 a.m. Right, let's kick off the build-up to the game with former Liverpool striker Dean Saunders joins us now. Morning, Dino.
Morning, Al. Morning, Ray.
Just getting your clubs ready, no doubt you'll be golfing again today, somewhere beautiful, exotic.
Oh, I had the best victory in my career yesterday. I beat the chunk round Woburn so badly. I beat him. It's for talkSPORT Golf channel, the new channel they've got. That he's packing in golf. He's going fishing.
That's a bit more of his sport, though, isn't it? It's fishing.
What about, so it's going to be very emotional tonight, Dino?
Yeah, well, obviously, a disaster, what happened to Jota and his brother. And whether, the team get over it, we'll wait and see, because it's still, some of them still won't feel like playing football after losing one of their mates like that. But for the game, really, it's a big game for Liverpool. Obviously, he's just said there, Arne Slot, he's lost 4 starters. Trent's gone. The front players, Jota, Nunez and Diaz, got 33 goals between them last season. So that's going to be hard to fill. And obviously they've got the Isak thing going on at the moment. So it'd be interesting. Looking at the game on Sunday, the Charity Shield, I watched it closely. The 2 fullbacks, really, they weren't in sync 100% yet with Van Dijk. Van Dijk was probably playing 2 yards in front of him. And Frimpong, he's got to get on Salah's wavelength, because we didn't see much of Salah against Palace either.
All I say, Dino, Ekitike looks a player, doesn't he? I mean, up front, I thought the first half they were really good, weren't they, Liverpool? I thought they just run out a bit of steam in the second half. I thought Palace showed a bit more energy second half in that Community Shield. So, but look, Liverpool are the ones to beat this year. I think the transfers they made are very good, and if they do get Isak, which it'll rumble on right to the last probably days of the transfer window, then they are still certainly the teams to beat this year.
Yeah, so if they do get Isak and you look at the firepower they've got, unstoppable going that way. Obviously, Gravenberch is suspended, so they're going to miss him a little bit. But on the other end, they short Quansah's gone, so they're short of centre backs. But they just signed a young lad from Italy, I think 26 million, Leone, and they probably need another centre back. But and of course they've lost Keller, who when he stepped in, didn't let them down.
Yeah.
So at some point the goalkeeper will have to step up, the number 2. But they look good. But I also think Arsenal look good, Ray. Your team, if you go round their squad, they haven't got a bad player in the squad.
No, absolutely. And Chelsea are the ones as well, Dino. I mean, they've got some really good, I love the midfield that Chelsea have got. Young, Palmer.
Well, here we are, an hour, 10 minutes in, Dino, Ray. No one's mentioned Man City.
Well, Man City become. I just worry about the defence for Man City. I mean, Haaland. Look, we all know Haaland can bang goals in for fun, but defensively they're a little bit at the back. They do concede goals. They will give you chances. So, but Man City, I'm sure that they'll have something to do with whoever wins it. I'm sure if they don't win it themselves.
Okay, yeah, I think Rodri. I think he's hurt his knee again, I'm not sure if it's the same knee, but he's out till September, I think. So obviously they missed him. It was obvious they missed him last year. But I think because they got knocked out of the World Club Championships, people went, oh, hang on, they're still not right. But Chelsea, I think it would have benefited them getting another 6 games. And I think Chelsea are going to get off to a good start. You can more or less name Chelsea's team now, whereas they had 40 players at the start of last season. So I think it's between them 3. I think Arsenal at the minute look really good. They've had a good pre-season. They've got a striker now. So, I mean, it's exciting, isn't it? It's a good start. I mean, the game tonight, Bournemouth have lost £200 million worth of defenders in the summer. So they're going to struggle.
Yeah. Quick one, Dino, I've just got to break, but quick one on Villa. How do you see Villa? Will they improve from last year, or is it going to be tough?
Yeah, I mean, you'd like to have signed more players. Ramsey's gone to Newcastle. We've seen that yesterday, which is a blow for the club because I thought he's a really good player. Rodgers is a good player. I mean, we'll wait and see how Ollie Watkins gets on with Unai Emery after what happened last season. And he's still getting mentioned with going to other clubs right now. So hopefully they can keep Ollie Watkins. And I think Villa will be top 6.
Top 6. All right, Dino, brilliant. Talk to you soon, mate. Thank you.
Cheers, lads.
Dean Saunders here. Right. Stream the Premier League live with TNT Sports on Discovery Plus, or watch TNT Sports Channel on EE, Sky and Virgin Media. Coming up, could Tottenham be in a relegation battle now? Jason Cundy thinks so. There's a shot. We'll discuss that next.
Breakfast football preview on talkSPORT with TNT Sports. Stream on Discovery Plus or watch TNT Sports channels on EE, Sky and Virgin Media. Subscription required. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
bit of Maggie May this morning because already people are celebrating Celtic winning the title.
I can't see
honestly. 4 points clear of the Jazz already after 2 games.
Well,
how are Rangers doing so well in Europe and in the SPL?
I think it's mentality sometimes. I mean, you got up. I think people up their games, don't they, in Europe? It's it seems like a bigger game. Then you come back home and you got Dundee, and you think, oh, it only takes 2 or 3 players not to fancy it, Al.
As I say,
you got to get the right mindset, haven't you?
I watched Celtic Aberdeen. Celtic were at it, but Aberdeen had a real go. They were aggressive. They were closing for 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and could have gone 1-up. Celtic got the goal and the game changed. Celtic dominated after that.
Yeah. Well, look, Europe is very important for both clubs, isn't it, to get into Europe? And but you've got to know your bread and butter games as well. You got to get the job done when you come back from Europe. Sometimes the English clubs struggle, don't they, in the league after they play after a European game. But you've got to get that right mentality going into games against teams who are not as good as you, but it's their cup final, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem you have, and the good team, the best teams, know how to get the job done. When you don't have to play great every time, but you get the win when you need it. And Rangers at the moment are struggling in domestically.
On paper, it looks as if Celtic had a difficult start, and they've got to go to Ibrox, so it's a must-win game now for Rangers.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Look, you haven't got to get the players up for that game, have you? It's the ones when you're playing teams down the bottom of the league, where you've got to have a good mindset to say, look, this is like playing Celtic. And you go out like you're playing Celtic. So Rangers probably will be a different kettle of fish against teams like Celtic and what they've shown in Europe so far.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to see. But Celtic, look, all they've got to do is keep winning football matches, and you always look at the head-to-head, like very similar to when I was playing in that era of 90s and late 90s. It was always Arsenal Man United.
Yeah.
So Arsenal Man United was, if you can get 4 points against Manchester United, then you've got a chance of winning the league. Don't lose away and win at home. That's how we looked at it.
What was the text I got the other day, which is harsh, really? It said, what's Titanic and Russell Martin got in common? Both should never have left Southampton. Right, now, on Wednesday night, Jamie O'Hara, the chunk, made his first appearance on the sports bar since his 7th holiday of the year. Yep, 7. And as luck would... Well, I'm not reading that as luck would have it. That's out of order. Tottenham had just blown a 2-goal lead within 5 minutes to go. With 5 minutes to go, against PSG in the Super Cup. Did you watch the game, Ray?
I didn't see the game, Al, no. I've seen bits and pieces.
By the way, 2-2 with PSG is not bad.
Well, the problem is, they've just only gone back to training, haven't they, PSG? So Tottenham should have been a lot more sharper a week before the season starts, or a few days before the season starts. But PSG, we know they're a great side. What they've done so far. I mean, last year in the Champions League, brilliant. So it's a decent result, but they'll be kicking themselves because 2-0 up, Al. Spurs.
I know. So Jason Cundy obviously hammered Jamie for his thoughts on the game. Here's Jason.
This is the real Spurs. This is what we want to see. Not winning the worst Europa League final ever against a dog Man United. You're up against big dogs. They were back 6 days. 6 days! You got rolled over by a team that are half fit. Jay! Snatched defeat from the jaws of victory.
Everything that I wanted to say, everything I had lined up, is just, I don't know what to say now. I'm absolutely fuming.
You're just Spurs! I've been telling you that for years.
Do me a favour.
It's who you are, mate.
Come on, loads of positives.
No, what positives? There's nothing.
It's who we are, mate.
That is an absolute shambles. It's a shambles, mate. Against the PSG side, they've been back 6 days. They've been back training less time than you've been away on holiday. You've been away longer than they've been back.
I've been in Mykonos for a week. Longer than PSG. Been in Mykonos longer than PSG. They've come back and won the Super Cup final. I've come back a stone overweight.
Tina could have been in the same hotel as you, and he's just won the Super Cup.
face is loving it. By the way, a week in Mykonos, I better get a bit of Jamie's contract. Right?
Oh, he's been everywhere, hasn't he, Jamie?
That's fortunes.
He's like Julius Chalmers.
By the way, it's a rip. Well, is it a
rip-off?
Mykonos.
Where'd you go when you go?
Paros.
Paros, that's right.
Which is a third of the price, to be honest. Although people have now found Paros, me and my big mouth, and that's getting busy in it.
I remember we had loads of texts coming in saying, "What's Paros? Where to go, Al?" and all that. You're like the tourist board, wouldn't you?
Well, I do. I've got, you know
where to go.
It's between Santorini, which again is expensive.
Beautiful.
Mykonos, it's right in the middle, but that's become.
I do like Greece. I think it's a good.
Well,
place to
poor
go.
people at the moment with the fires. It's horrible at the moment. I keep putting the news on, thinking, "Oh my God!" It's not just Greece; it's all round Europe. Horrible. Okay, coming up 7:23. Let's have a bit of this. Soon comes round, doesn't it? The NFL returns to Wembley in October. The LA Rams take on the Jaguars from Jacksonville, and our competition to win VIP tickets is now open, okay? That's right, we're giving you a chance to win 6 seats in a private box at Wembley Stadium, full hospitality, plus $5,000 spending money. How good is that? 18 plus, UK excluding Northern Ireland, for a chance to win. Text the word cash to 83338. That's 83338. You're in the draw. Text costs £2 plus one standard network rate message. You must have the bill payer's permission, or you can enter for free by calling 0330. That's 0330 880 3338. Let me give you it again. Crikey. 0330 880 3338. All entries must be received by the 25th of August at 11 p.m. This is talkSPORT limited promotion run on talkSPORT, Talk, and Virgin Radio UK stations. Full T's and C's are available at talksport.com. Now the second Premier League game of the season sees Europa League Villa host Champions League Newcastle, live and exclusive on talkSPORT tomorrow lunchtime. And exciting news for listeners, Gabby will be making his debut on co-commentary. What? Alongside Little Sam and the man he played for the England under-21s back, played actually in the day, Stuart Pearce played for the England under-21s back in the day, Stuart Pearce. Although you're having a mare today. Gabby's been in touch with us with this message.
My prediction between Aston Villa and Newcastle is 3-2 to Aston Villa. Plenty of goals. Looking forward to Morgan Rogers and Ollie Watkins getting on the score sheet. Fingers crossed, Jacob Ramsey doesn't play. Mr. Brazil, you have so much experience as a pundit.
Celtic have applied for exemption with UEFA for Postecoglou?
And as a co-commentator.
Glory for Dickov, who was foiled earlier. City fans can't believe it. What a match.
Can you give me any advice, Alan, for tomorrow's game, please, mate? And great to see you finally back working. Grafting, mate. Love it, Al. Love the show, guys. All the best.
Gab, you can't do 10 jobs.
He's on everything, Gabby.
He's
the man of the station.
He'll be helping Dion soon, doing up old drums.
I'm sure he's done his studio as well, Al. I'm sure he's done the lights and all that in here. But no, look, good luck to Gabby. He'll enjoy that, won't he? Because he's obviously that's a good game, isn't it? By the way, Aston Villa Newcastle.
Cracking
Where'd you put
game.
that? I knew what I called that one. I've got Villa at home, but only reason Isak won't play, will he?
No.
Rogers, Ramsey. Ramsey's gone to obviously Newcastle. Will he play against his old team?
I doubt it.
Interesting to see if that happens. But
coming up, we turn. Good luck, Gab. By the way, coming up, we turn our attention to the other team in the opener tonight, Bournemouth. They have lost so many players this summer. So could they be in a relegation fight? We'll discuss that one next. 7:28.
When Sir Jim Ratcliffe took control of footballing operations at United, the Manchester-born billionaire was somewhat welcomed in as a homegrown hero, ready to save the club from the dark days of the Glazers. But in just 12 months, he became a punch bag for many fans. So what happened? Well, let's take a look and you can decide for yourself. Over the last 3 years, the club lost 300 million quid, and Ratcliffe rightfully committed to sorting that. But what seemed to get fans' backs up is the way he went about it. For example, talkSPORT understands staff lunch options at the Carrington canteen have been reduced to just soup and sandwiches, which the higher-ups at the club say will save them 1 million quid a year. Now, that might make sense for many who don't get free meals at work themselves, but it does get a little bit more picky than that. It was reported that after staff brought some stationery, they were ordered to send sellotape back because it wasn't considered to be essential. And the reward for being Steward of the Week used to be 50 quid, but that was scrapped and replaced by a paper certificate. But it's not just seemingly stingy decisions. In 2024 alone, Ratcliffe oversaw 250 redundancies, and more were announced at the beginning of 2025. Now, while there are people who acknowledge United staff numbers are overinflated, it's the optics which aren't great. Add to the mix the introduction of a flat ticket price of 66 quid for every fan, even children, while Casemiro's on 350 grand a week, and the frustration of fans reached fever pitch. Time will tell whether Ratcliffe's cost-cutting measures will improve outcomes at the club, but one thing's for sure, there's a long way to go for United to be back where many say they belong.
Scheffler's up the top now. Why don't we just back him every tournament?
What's that? Scheffler.
Why do we do him every tournament?
Well, it's early days, but he's such a... What can I say? So consistent, isn't he?
He's just a master.
There's some good players up there, though, Well, Hovland, Fowler, but Jason Day's up there, Fleetwood.
Can they keep doing it? McIntyre's top. Sorry, McIntyre's.
No, this is a repeat, Al.
What was it?
It's a repeat.
Well, I don't know.
It's not live, is it?
Why play it then? Why is it up there then?
It's 7:30 in the morning, Al.
Yeah, but they are.
It's in America, so it'd be like midnight now over there, wouldn't it?
All right,
7 hours behind, 5 hours behind.
We'll turn it off.
They might have floodlights on the golf course.
No one I've got a headache here. Turn it off. talkSPORT Breakfast with me, Brazil, Ray Parlour and Arnold Clark. Build your own car deal online, all with a few clicks. They make buying your next car easy. The Premier League openers tonight, live and exclusive on talkSPORT, between champions Liverpool and one of last season's surprise packages, Bournemouth. It's been a difficult summer, though, for the Cherries, losing 4 of the back 5. That's hard, that's tough. As on loan Kepa joined Arsenal from Chelsea, Dean Howson moved to Real Madrid, Ilya Zabarny to PSG, and Kerkez to tonight's opponents, Liverpool. Monday and Tuesday's breakfast host, Jeff Stelling, is worried about them big style. Have a listen.
I fear for Bournemouth, I really fear for Bournemouth. They've lost so many top players. I was interested to see Iraola Andoni saying this morning, that he's not really involved in the signings. 95% of them are down to somebody else.
So you think Bournemouth got a chance of going down?
I think Bournemouth, I'm going to go Burnley, Brentford and Bournemouth.
Ooh, so could the trapdoors swallow Bournemouth up this season? Join us now. Listen, I'll be honest, I think the 3 have come up are going to fight like mad, but it's going to be hard to stay in there. Join us now for more as a man who was part of the Cherries' first Premier League promotion back in 2015. He's been on loads of times. Former fullback. A very good morning to Charlie Daniels. Charlie, morning.
Morning, Charlie.
Morning, Alan. Morning, Ray. How are we?
Good, Charlie. Charlie, it's difficult especially when you lose a lot of your back four, back five. And it will be tough for Bournemouth, there's no doubt about it. But we've said that so many years about Brentford. We've said that about Brighton. Can Bournemouth bounce back? Can they defy some of the top critics saying, "Oh, they're in trouble. They'll go down"?
Yeah, I think it's going to be tough. I think losing, say, four of the back five, it's not easy for anyone. No. And I think that the lads who have come in, who have signed, have really got to gel as quickly as possible. There's going to be a grace period where the first 3-4 games where they have to get used to playing with each other and understanding the Premier League. But I think once they get settled, I do actually think Bournemouth will be fine.
Yeah, I look at it, Al and Charlie, that
especially at home,
you know you're going to be a selling club. Bournemouth are realistic about it. If big clubs come in, it's hard to keep players to go to Real Madrid and Liverpool and all teams like that. But you've got to look at the Brighton, how they do it. They've lost so many players over the years, haven't they? The top players in their team. But they've always seemed to have a replacement who do a similar sort of job as the players who've gone out the door. So I think Bournemouth have got to look at that system and say, we got targets. There might not be big names, but they can do a decent job for the club.
Yeah, I think it's exactly how you said. I think the club's run really well. I think that saying that the lads who left, you can't stop them going in terms of the clubs that they've gone to, and not only that, the amount that the money that they've brought in as well. You can't really stop them. So I know in Bournemouth, and they say the kind of the Brighton model. I think they recruited really well over the years. I think the club's really well run under the Bill Foley ownership, and the recruitment that has been done in the previous seasons, I'm sure, and I know that they would be looking forward to the next person and then the next person after that. I'm sure there's a process. I'm sure that the lads that they have brought in have been fully vetted, and they're hoping that they can just slot in and pick up from where the previous players were left off.
Now, opening game tonight, Anfield, it's going to be emotional. It's going to be so noisy, Charlie. From a Bournemouth point of view, and again, Liverpool fans, don't take this the wrong way, because I've got a few friends going up there, travelling all the way from Suffolk to Anfield. They do most home games. They reckon it's going to be magnificent tonight. But from a Bournemouth point of view, Charlie, how do you overcome that? Everyone was distraught emotionally when we heard the news, thinking, I can't believe that. But tonight's a football game. It's the opening game. How do Bournemouth, have they just got to try and put it out of their minds, or is it impossible?
Listen, for what happened, it's such a devastating occurrence. What's happened, and I know that Bournemouth will go up there and understand fully what's going to happen. It's going to be a special night for Liverpool and pay tribute to such a fantastic player and a fantastic person.
Yeah.
But then, once the game kicks off, it's refocusing your mind, and from a Bournemouth perspective, it's trying to quieten the crowd, trying to get Liverpool out of their rhythm and try and catch them cold.
Yeah.
What do you expect this season, Charlie? Where in the league will they finish, Bournemouth? Because, they've lost players, but they probably will bring a couple of more in before the window closes. So what is a good season for Bournemouth?
I think mid-table, is a good position. I think with the off-field stuff, so the new training ground has been finished now. It's renovated, so that's really good. That's a really big step up forward for the club. And now redeveloping the Vitality Stadium. So I think that should be finished in the next 2-3 seasons. I think once they have that in place and once that's fully established, hopefully the likes of Kirkes and Poisson and the next ones along don't have to be sold because of the revenue that's coming in. I think from there, they can really kick on and try and push themselves to get into Europe or to start to compete a bit higher up the table. So I think the next couple of seasons, if they can just establish themselves as in the mid to high table, and then once I say everything's done, more revenue can come in, I'm sure that they can push forward.
Charlie, appreciate your time this morning, mate. Thank you. Enjoy tonight's game.
Charlie.
Talk later.
Yeah,
Thank
cheers.
you.
Enjoy today. Cheers for having me on.
Yeah, pleasure. Charlie Daniels, former Bournemouth defender. It's a difficult one, isn't it?
It's going to be some league, though, isn't it? I mean, there's players who've lost. Visa might be leaving Brentford again. You've lost some Burmo. They lost some players as well, Brentford. And just listen to Jeff Stelling there saying Brentford could go down. But I think Brentford would be okay. I always look at the three that come up. I think if one stays up, it's that's what I'll be looking at, and whether it's going to be Leeds. But Burnley will play a different way. Last time they come up, they tried to play it from the back and all that sort of stuff under Vincent Kompany. Didn't work.
No.
But I think Scott Parker, he's got a bit about him, and Carl Walker's come in. So he's got a bit of experience.
He will make it tough.
Really tough to, and set plays are so important in football. Whether he can get that going, and they were so good last season defending as a team, not just a defence, as a team, and that's what he'll be doing again, and make it difficult for the big sides.
Right. So Liverpool against Bournemouth, live and exclusive on talkSPORT. Don't miss it. It's going to be highly charged, but very emotional. Very right. Still to come on breakfast.
Superstar Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins. Doing what matters for the trade. Find your local branch at travisperkins.co.uk.
So, heavyweight boxing returns to talkSPORT tomorrow night as experienced Dillian White. He takes on the up-and-coming Moses Ituma. What a fighter this young kid is. A fella I've been telling you about to look out for quite some time now.
Lovely fella outside of the ring.
Moses Ituma lights up Glasgow.
I was in love at the time.
Easy 'cause you're beautiful.
Tony, just before we go on to the football, how good is this kid Moses?
Dave, he keeps mentioning who's Moses?
Oh yeah.
What's he going to be like?
Well, flattened everyone he's taken on, hasn't he? No mention of the young boy Moses. I love him, by the way. Whoa, this guy is so light on his feet and so quick. He's like a young Tyson. Tell me, Dave, you must be impressed with this young kid Moses. Every time I see him, I'm like, whoa, who is this kid? Adam, just a quick one on the young boy Moses. What's his future fight coming up? Because he's explosive. He is different class. A long way in front of him. Young Moses, who's for me is just spectacular.
No one else can make me
Who's Moses?
I tell you what, Moses can punch like you can't believe, and you're getting it, Ed, off me. I'll show you how he punches in a minute. Take the mickey out.
I love that bit how he flattens everyone in front of him.
Oh, he does, by the way.
I know.
He is brilliant. So stay tuned, 8:15. We're joined by top promoter, a man who knows Dillian very well indeed, Eddie Hearn. And by the way, this will be a big test room. Dillian White's been in with the best, hasn't he? And don't forget, from 8 this morning, you hear an exclusive interview with Liverpool boss Arne Slot, who's a huge fan of well, I wouldn't say huge fan. Come on, don't overdo it, please. He does listen to the breakfast show. Arne.
It helps me with my vocabulary, maybe, and there are one or two good pundits as well.
Helps with vocabulary.
I don't think it's our show.
Mo, you're a numpty.
Definitely not my show.
All right, we'll break there. Go on, Moses. 7:43.
Superstar Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins. Bricks on bricks on bricks. Over 40 million available to order with delivery to site. That's one less thing to worry about.
12 minutes before 8 o'clock. You're right, Ray. Some cracking games. Wolves Man City is a good game. Sunderland West Ham.
Yeah.
Who do you fancy there?
Oh, I tell you what, it'd be rocking at Sunderland as well. They'd be so excited about the season. I've gone for a score draw there, Al.
Have you?
Yes. I think a draw. I think West Ham. I don't know about West Ham. They need some more players, West Ham.
Yeah.
I worry for West Ham because they've not really bought a lot of players in, have they, so far?
Okay, Alan Brazil and Ray Parlour with you right through to 10 o'clock Friday morning on talkSPORT. It's time for a... All right, you want to do it now? It's time for a brand new feature.
Oh.
Here we go.
Ballamore.
Whoa.
Ballamore.
Whoa.
What's the story in Ballamore? Would you like to know?
Yes.
What's the story in Ballamore? Where would you like to go? Story time, you know.
Whoa.
Ballamore.
What am I doing here?
Thanks for tuning in. What's the story in Ballamore? Would you like to know?
Yes. We do want to know.
Oh, okay.
Where's this come from?
I don't know, Al. I don't know. I had to cut. Yeah, you remember that though?
It's like Trump.
Where was that? Where was that based in Scotland? It was in
Where?
Scotland, Ballamore.
Ballamore, Ballamore.
No, that was a joke.
Ballamore.
And do you remember all the houses?
Ballamore's
All different colours. There's all different colours, weren't they?
No.
The houses. I used to watch that. It was quite a good programme. But anyway, my first story, Al. My first story in Ballamore is a poll has shown that men who prefer a rosé wine, which is probably you, over a pint, are too embarrassed to order the drink with their friends.
Why?
I don't know. Look, this is a poll. 3 in 10 said they preferred wine to a beer, rising to nearly half the men under the age of 35. I do agree with that. I mean, there's a lot more youngsters now drink rosé and you know different sort of spirits, vodka. What do you think? What do you think when Gabby goes over the road? When we go over the road, little debrief, and he has a spicy margarita.
But Gabby's just a one-off, isn't he? He's just strange.
I
don't
know about strange, but
there's this big lump like Gabby.
Is it a diet spicy margarita?
No, but to be fair to him, he's not a big boozer. Huh?
No.
I think when he goes away, he is. But generally, day to day,
I think youngsters are a bit more. They look after themselves a little bit more now.
Yeah.
So when I got dragged in the pub at 15, 16, 17. But now people rather go to the gym now. The youngsters, won't they?
Yeah.
So, right, next story in Ballamore is, now, he's a good friend of us, isn't he? Tom, the Bosch Skinner.
A picture, by the way.
He's the 10th celebrity joining the new series of Strictly Come Dancing. Now, what happened with us down the roads that time? So we done a little video for Tom, and we done the old theme tune to Strictly, didn't we? And we was having a little dance up next to him. And he went, I'm going to is it all right to put me on Instagram and all that, boys? I went, yeah, whatever, Tom. Yeah, it's been great. And he went, oh, I better not, because I'm not even been announced yet. Yeah. So he didn't put it on there. But anyway, this is what he said. I'm beyond excited to be joining Strictly Come Dancing. I've tackled the boardroom and some big breakfasts in my time, but stepping onto the dance floor under the glitter ball is the next level stuff.
I think he'll do.
He's got the character.
Yeah,
he's got the character.
He's got a big smile.
Yeah,
and he's one of them who'll work hard to get in shape to do it.
Absolutely. So I think
he could win.
Will he be the? Do you think he'll win or the first one out?
He could. Oh, he won't be first out.
No, he's surely not. He's got too much of a following to be first one out. Anyway, the last one of Ballamore is to do with this song. Go play it. What do you reckon now?
Sounds like the Angry Wasp.
How do people buy this? Seriously. Anyway, Al, a composer from South Korea, has failed in his attempt to claim that the Baby Shark do 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 song was stolen from something he made. He wanted 20,000 for the video that's now been viewed. How many times do you reckon that's been viewed? Go for it.
It's just rubbish. But
yeah, but how many times has it been viewed? Have a guess.
10 million.
16 billion times. But he was unsuccessful. Now, what?
Only wanted 20 grand.
But this is like, you know what kids like? They get addicted to like little programs like Peppa Pig and. What's your your grandchildren? You've got lovely grandchildren. How do you keep them quiet? What TV program will keep them quiet?
They like Peppa.
Anything else?
Yeah, they do, but I don't normally sit with them, to be honest, when they're watching stuff like that. So I wouldn't know.
Wouldn't you?
I tried to read them a story the other day about a wolf, a young wolf, And it was like, gone.
How was it go?
We've read that, gone. And off they went, we want Pepper. We want Pepper. Like,
Pepper's the king, you know.
It's up to you, Joe.
It's so important, though. If you get TV programmes like that.
Yeah, but you can't put them in front of the telly all day. They've got to be...
No, of course
You've got to get them out and doing bits and pieces.
These days, they're on the phone now, aren't they?
My youngest is brilliant. She takes them to Colchester Zoo regular. Yeah. And Jimmy's Farm near Ipswich, should they go there a lot?
Well, that's a great day out of it.
Yeah. Right, 7:45.
Right, what is it now, Harold? It's an early slot.
Well, I'm going to take them racing soon as well. That's the next step.
That's great, yeah.
Here we go. Here comes Steve-O.
The Coral Daily Download on talkSPORT. Brought to you by Coral, the home of a free-to-play Golden Rewards Shaker. 18 plus max 1 reward per player per selected Shaker day. 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Restrictions and T's and C's apply. Gambleaware.org.
Morning, Steve-O. Still married?
Good morning, Ray. Good morning,
Good morning, Steve-O.
Still very happily married now. Going back to that.
Oh, he's got the shades on. Have you got a black eye there on that right side?
No, it's my reading glasses, Alan. I'm getting to the stage where I need these now to read the screen. Going back to that first survey, those men that are embarrassed to order rosé, they don't know what they're missing out on.
We just whisper it.
Well, exactly.
I think a lot more people, a little bit of ice with it. It's lovely.
This time of year, Ray, there's nothing better.
Certainly, I agree with you.
Yeah, and a cold...
A rosé chaser is perfect for us.
A rosé chaser?
Bottle of thrown in a rosé chaser. Perfect.
Well, we'll soon be chasing, won't we, Steve-O? But not just yet, because we've got some big races coming up.
We certainly have out. Look, first thing to say is the sad news of Bill Turner.
Oh, I know.
I spoke to Jeff earlier in the week, and he'd had this very nasty incident at home, and it didn't look good. And sadly, Bill passed away. He was a sort of character, Al, that makes British and Irish racing what it is. You know, he never had big bucks to spend, but he could train flat winners, jumps winners. He once trained a zebra. Somebody bet him he couldn't train a zebra, and he rode it round the village. And he was renowned for winning the Brocklesby, the first 2-year-old race of the turf scene. Yeah, 20 years ago, I remember it used to be the best system in racing. What are we backing? The Bill Turner in the Brocklesby. So thoughts with Bill's family. Very sad, very sad. But as I say, a man who will be remembered by many.
Do you know what, Steve? It's right when you say that. You get accustomed to, you got back turners in the first. It's like wins on a Monday night, back hannons. Yeah,
as punters, as I say, we love a system. We move on, obviously, York, their big meeting next week. But before then, we got Newbury tomorrow. The Hungerford Stakes is the feature there. But no question, the big race of this weekend, Al, is Deauville, Sunday afternoon. Beautiful out there. It's the big sales weekend as well. But it's the Jacques Le Marois, the big championship mile race in France.
The way you're looking, Steve, you're going.
Sadly not.
What? It's going to be... The weather's beautiful over there at the moment.
If any of the owners' jockeys got space on the private jet, I'll jump on Sunday. But you talk of Richard Hannon there. Richard sends out the favourite, Rizalian. Second, of course, to the 150 to 1 outsider in the Sussex Stakes at Goodwood. He's 13 to 8 to win this. Aidan O'Brien's got the line in winter, the one-time Derby favourite. Yeah. 7 to 2. We've got Ascoli Pacino from Japan. Godolphin's notable speech. Docklands Dancing Gemini. Honestly, Sunday afternoon. That is a race. That is a race not to be missed.
Steve-O, Premier League tonight. Liverpool, Bournemouth. It's back, so we're all looking forward to it. A big weekend again of football. How your prices are? Liverpool's going to be an emotional night at Anfield, but Liverpool.
It is, isn't it?
It's such an important game. They get off to a winning start, especially being at home. I can't see past a Liverpool win. But what prices are they, Steve-O?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it is going to be emotional. It's how they react to that. It's how the Bournemouth players react to that as well, of course, Ray. Look, Liverpool are 1-3 to get off to a winning start. Last year, I think they won 7 of their first 8. That's really what set them up for the season. But they have got new players to bed in, whereas last year, of course, it was pretty much Jurgen Klopp's side. It was business as usual, including, of course, Kirkes from Bournemouth. Bournemouth, a big price, 7 to 1. 5 to 1, the draw there. Liverpool 7 to 4 favourites to win back-to-back titles. You'd expect them to get off to a start, but there were just signs against Crystal Palace last weekend, Ray, that, as I say, these new signings just going to take a little bit of time to bed in. But
what price? 3-0, 3-1 Liverpool, Steve-O. 3-0, 3-1.
3-1 Liverpool. Hold on, you've done me there. Right, we'll have to come back to that. No, here we go. No, come on, I can do this. Professional as ever. 3-0 is 17 to 2. Same price, 3-1 now. 17 to 2.
Okay. I fancy Liverpool tonight strong, I really do. So, Steve, no Deauville, and Friday night we get Newmarket, we got, and then York coming up, isn't it? York's going to be great.
Yeah, the job on International on Wednesday, Al, is always one of the highlights of the season, and this year is no different. We got the Coral Eclipse 1-2, Delacroix, who beat Ombudsman. They're 13-2 to 1, but it is not a two-horse race. Danon Diesal, Japanese champion, coming over. I mentioned Japanese horse at Deauville. 4-1 Danon Diesal. And a really exciting horse who we just don't know how good he is Darized, owned by the Aga Khan.
French.
Or the late Aga Khan, yeah. He's 4 from 4. He's unbeaten. This is a big step up. But the fact they've given the green light for him to come over, that's going to be an absolute belter on next Wednesday.
Yeah, brilliant. Steve-O, thanks for getting up early this morning. Talk later. Thank you, David.
Cheers, fellas.
Dave Stevens there from Coral. It was late at the latest odds. All thanks to Coral. 18+. Gambleaware.org. It will be back at its usual slot, 8:20 next week. Thank you, Steve-O. Coming up, you hear an exclusive interview. Arne slot ahead of the Premier League opener live on talkSPORT. He'll speak about the chance of winning back-to-back Premier Leagues.
Everybody will tell you that this is a different league than all the others in terms of intensity. And then we still need to wait for the moment of time when the Champions League starts and we play every 3 days.
The Coral Daily Download on talkSPORT. Brought to you by Coral, the home of the free-to-play Golden Rewards Shaker. 18+ max 1 reward per player per selected Shaker day. 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Restrictions and T's and C's apply. Gambleaware.org.
What football ground are you thinking of when someone says this?
Really tough place to go. Difficult place to go. Such a tough place to go.
It's a tough place to go at the moment.
It was a really difficult place to go, always.
But what are the toughest places to go, really? We've scoured the planet to find out. Forget a cold, wet Tuesday night in Stoke. Try playing in a blizzard 220 miles inside the Arctic Circle at the world's northernmost professional club. When Chelsea lost at Tromsø in Norway in the 97-98 Cup Winners' Cup, a massive snowstorm hit at half-time. These two boys and their brooms were absolutely no match for it. We're staying in Scandinavia for Scotland's toughest away day on a windswept cliff in the Faroe Islands. In Euro 2000 qualifying, Craig Brown's men were taken to fishing village Toftir. Kevin Gallagher called the pitch a cowfield and the wind like Pitodry on a bad day. The Faroe Islands part-timers equalised in stoppage time, leading to these absolute scenes, and still one of Scotland's most embarrassing results.
Car
daft little ground, silly game. Off.
But away trips don't come any tougher than a lung-busting schlep up the Andes to face Bolivia in La Paz. But now the Bolivians have taken home advantage to another level. The country's highest city, El Alto, 4,100 metres above sea level. Grass doesn't even grow up here. Bolivia have not lost here yet. The longest unbeaten run in any professional league ever belongs to Red Star Belgrade, or Crvena Zvezda if you must. They've gone 7 years without defeat at the Rajko Mitic in Serbia's Superliga. Their fans are pretty intimidating as well, but they're not as loud as this mob. Galatasaray's Ali Sami Yen Stadium's officially the loudest in world football. In a derby with Fenerbahce, Galatasaray fans set a Guinness World Record of 131 decibels. That's louder than Motorhead, and pretty tough to carry out your manager's instructions when you can't even hear them. However, our most intimidating away day is in Wales, where cameras can't enter and players can't leave. HMP Prescoed. This prison team was briefly kicked out the Gwent League over concerns about young opposition having to go in there. Now that's a tough place to go.
Early June 1939, Germany, always a tough place to go to.
Okay, 5 minutes after 8 o'clock, this is talkSPORT Breakfast with me, Alan Brazil Ray Parlour, and Arnold Clark. Get the UK's best used car deals guaranteed even, excuse me. Right, pack show coming up for you this morning, the day of the Premier League returns, and ahead of tonight's season opener, Liverpool against Bournemouth at Anfield. Arne Slot sat down exclusively with talkSPORT's resident Red. Danny Murphy had a great time at Liverpool. Sit back, relax, and have a listen to Arne.
Arne, thanks for talking to us. Lots of excitement for Friday, start of the Premier League from Liverpool supporters, but it's going to be an emotional evening as well with the tribute to Diogo and his brother. A chance for Liverpool supporters to show their love, I suppose.
Again, yeah.
Yeah, again, and an opportunity for everyone to come together, which Liverpool fans do so well.
Yeah, we celebrated really well, and that's what we did a few months ago. But when there's grief or we have to mourn, then this club is also very special. And players have conducted themselves tremendous in this period of time, but our fans have showed their grief and support to Diogo, his brother and his family as well, in the best possible way. So I'm expecting it to be impressive, but also emotional tomorrow again.
Yeah. In terms of pre-season, new signings, you got them in quite early, which is nice. How have they settled?
And not all of them, but 3 of them we got in quite early with Jeremy, Milos and Florian. Hugo came in, I think, 2 weeks ago, which is to a certain extent still quite early.
Yeah.
As expected, but they came into a team that has a proper idea of how to play football, and that is always, if you're a good player, which they are, it helps you to settle in. But I still have to adjust small things to the new ones coming in, compared with the ones that stayed behind, because they're not one-on-one the same players as the one that left, and that's, in my opinion, forgotten a little bit. 3-4 starters left the club as well.
How important is your role in that? Because my experience of going to new clubs, especially players coming to Liverpool, is there's a big responsibility on the other players to help.
Yeah.
But also your role, not just on the pitch, but being, in terms of, because I think it's unfair to a degree that everybody expects these new players to just adapt so quickly. So your role is really important, no?
Yeah, it is. To a certain extent, it's normal that people expect them to adapt so fast because they are big signings. These are players, good players. But still, for them, as you know even better than me, because you played in this league for so many years, everybody will tell you that this is a different league than all the others in terms of intensity. And then we still need to wait for the moment of time when the Champions League starts and we play every 3 days. That is not new to, for example, Jeremy or Florian, but the intensity of the league is different. And
also the expectation of the fans.
Yeah.
Because they play for Liverpool now. That's no disrespect to Leverkusen, but it's a different level.
Yeah, because Leverkusen had some great seasons with Xabi Alonso. But history-wise, that's different than playing for Liverpool. That's for sure. So all these things you have to take into account. And like I said, we're very happy with the quality we've brought in. And there is no time in football. And these players already showed in Bilbao and to a certain extent also against Palace that we've brought very good and talented players in. But that we still, and that's I think normal if you lose 4 or 5 starters and you bring 4 or 5 starters in, we will be better in 1 to 3 weeks, 1 to 3 months than we are at this moment of time. But I think we are still good, or not good enough. We are for sure good enough to be competitive against every team we play.
Do you feel individually yourself a different pressure now because of the success? Because a lot of people, including me, beginning of last season was thinking you're going to need some time, and then you go and play so well, you win the league, and now the expectation, but the pressure on yourself, I mean.
Yeah. No, I think last season I also felt pressure on myself.
Did you?
Because everybody maybe didn't expect a lot, so that also comes down with a certain pressure. Because everybody was, after Jurgen, it's impossible. I think now we might need more time than we needed last season because the manager changed, but the players stayed the same. Yeah. And I've said many times that the playing style between Jurgen and me is not so different that it takes ages for them to be adapted to that. Now players need to adapt to each other, and we also brought different profiles in, so we cannot compare Florian Wirtz with any player we've got. Yeah, maybe with Harvey Elliott, but he didn't play that much last season. And Jeremy Frimpong is a completely different profile than Trent Alexander-Arnold. Yeah. So this is something that might need some time, but let's be clear, that's no excuse for our results in the beginning of the season.
It's a reason. It's understanding that, isn't it? From the fans' perspective, I think they understand it as well. New players do need time.
Yeah, that is true. But I think in the beginning of the season, everybody needs a bit of time. Yeah. Because we're not the only team that brought in new players. The only difference is that we also sold starters. Where, if I'm correct, and I think I'm correct, but our main competitors, and we know where I'm talking about, they only brought players in, and none of their players left. So then it's an addition. With us, it's a replacement. Yeah. Very good replacements, by the way, but very good additions from the other teams as well. So yeah, that's why it's going to be such an interesting league to follow again this season.
You mentioned just before about your competitors. Obvious candidate, Arsenal, Man City, strengthening. Do you see Chelsea coming into that as well now?
I expected them to win last season already.
Really?
Yeah. The amount of quality they have. And they were, in the start of the season, they were into it. So I think they were, after 10 games, they were...
Even by December they were...
Yeah, they were still there. So squad depth, quality they have, very good manager as well. And I think they've showed this by winning the trophies they won last season. Good for us is that they also had a period last season where they struggled, and that's why they couldn't compete till the end for the league title. But now again, strengthening the team again. So yeah, very good team, good players, good manager. So a team that's, in my opinion, one of the ones that are going to challenge for a league title.
What are your qualities? I never really hear you moan too much about in interviews and stuff. Maybe because you're winning a lot, but you know, when you I hear, and it frustrates me personally, fixture congestion, player welfare. I understand some of it, but it's if you're at the top of football, Liverpool Football Club, you're in all these competitions. Do we not hear you whinge about it because you understand it, or is it now getting to a point where it is too much? Do you think?
Maybe it helped that we weren't at the Club World Cup, because that tournament was a lot for the players. I think the good thing is only once in 4 years, but I was actually looking forward to going to the Premier League and have the FA Cup and have the League Cup, and of course we all want to be in the Champions League. So in these competitions you definitely want to be in, and I was annoyed and frustrated that we went out of the FA Cup so soon. So this is one of the nicest things of England, that we have these two leagues which are very special in this country. In some countries the cup is like, okay, it's the cup, but here it really means something. So if you talk about this, I don't think there are too many fixtures. The Club World Cup was a lot to ask, especially if you look at Paris Saint-Germain, for example. Maybe they only had 1 week to prepare now for the Super Cup they had to play.
1 week.
1 week, that is... I think players like to play a lot of games. We like to play a lot of games, but they definitely deserve a minimum of 3 weeks of holiday if you have to play so many fixtures. And if that is not possible, then it gets too much, in my opinion.
I worked with Wayne Rooney last night. He said he saw you in Ibiza. Yeah. So if you win, you've won the Premier League, you celebrate in Ibiza. If you win the Champions League, what is it, Vegas?
No.
Don't know yet.
No, then I'm probably am again in Ibiza. I wouldn't say I celebrated the league title over there. What I did was enjoyed my holidays.
Exactly.
Over there. But the moment I met him, that was in Ushuaia. So we were both having a good time over there. And he celebrated our league title with Liverpool. No,
no, he won't know.
No, he didn't.
Last little question, because we know you listen to talkSPORT sometimes. Do you have a favourite show?
The morning is mostly when I drive in, and then I listened, especially with my former car, because then it was in the playlist. Now I have to get it again, but it helps me with my vocabulary maybe, and there are 1 or 2 good pundits as well. So,
although if you're listening to Alan and Ali, the Scottish guys, that can't help your vocabulary, can it?
It's nice to listen to them, by the way. Their humor is quite nice. No, it's a good show to listen to in the morning if you don't want to listen to music.
Go on, Arne. Go on, my son. There's no mention of the chunk in Cundy and all that. Nah, listen, on a serious note, he's a bright guy. I like him a lot.
Yeah, he's done such a good job.
Well, to come in and do what he'd done, you know, they were fantastic, weren't they? And there's no reason why they can't do it again. So
recruitment has been super.
He also sounds so sensible. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely. He looks like he's a guy that you want to play for.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Eddie, we'll come back to that, because Eddie Hearn coming up, big boxing coming up, Nobby Solano, Tom Grennan as well. So look forward to that. 8:16. Good morning, 8:20. Ray Parlour alongside me. That Arne slot interview you can watch in full, by the way, on the talkSPORT YouTube channel. But we're talking boxing now because this Saturday, talkSPORT brings you live commentary of a huge heavyweight clash between Rising star Moses Ituma and Dillian Whyte in Saudi Arabia. Oh, this should be explosive. You can listen on the talkSPORT network from 7:30 p.m. and watch only on DAZN. Join us now for more live from Riyadh is the chairman of Matchroom, Eddie Hearn. Eddie, a very good morning, Eddie.
Morning, Ed.
Morning, boys. How we doing? I'm in my hotel room and talkSPORT have taken over. There's about 7 of you in here, other than you two. You know, I've got Spencer Oliver over there. He's doing a few press-ups on the floor, and the whole team enjoying the hospitality in Riyadh.
Well, Spencer he could sleep in your cupboard. Don't worry about that, or one of them drawers. That's how small. Eddie, I'm looking forward to this. I said explosive, and this could be a cracker. Who do you fancy here, Eddie?
Really good heavyweight matchup. I mean, you know, a clash of the generations, if you like. People keep talking about Dillian Whyte like he's this pensioner. But the reality is he's only 37 years old. He looks in tremendous shape. You know, you've got this young fighter. We live in a world in boxing that's, you know, we live in hype. But this guy, I think, is the real deal. But there's a lot of questions to still answer. He's never been anywhere near world level. He's never been hit on the chin. And he's never been taken into the trenches. I think Dillian Whyte is potentially the guy to do that. And Moses may pass those tests, by the way. I think he's an outstanding fighter. But I hope that we can at least see Moses try and tick some of those boxes this weekend. I sat next to Dillian Whyte at the presser. He's in very surly form this week. Big chip on his shoulder, which actually could mean danger for Moses Ituma because he looks very motivated to prove people wrong.
Eddie, I've got to ask you, if Moses somehow does get... I mean, he's only young, isn't he? And he's still learning and he's going to be a hell of a boxer going forward. But if he does somehow beat Dillian, which he's got every chance, where does he go after this? Is it Usyk?
I think Usyk's a huge shout. I mean, the gulf right now between Dillian Whyte and Alexander Usyk is huge. I think Dillian has absolutely earned his stripes as a top 15 world-class heavyweight. So it's a big jump up. I mean, as I said, there is no doubt about Moses Ituma's ability, but he's never boxed anyone anywhere near the top 20 in the world. And he does that on Saturday. And I think if you go through that level, you know, for me, you know, obviously Moses is with Frank, so it's up to him to guide him. If I'm guiding him, there's no tearing rush. You know, this guy's 20 years old. He's still a baby, really, physically. Mentally, emotionally, but he's very, very talented. So if you get through Dillian Whyte, there's probably 1 or 2 more fights up the ladder to give him the experience to fight someone like Usyk, because right now Usyk is you know, he's proven to be on another level.
Yeah. What about how did the face-off go? Were they was it nasty? I know that Dillian had the hump with the pronouncer, or the guy who's pronounced his name wrong. But when the two boxers were talking to each other, there was meant to be a funny moment, I believe.
Yeah, it was. I was right in the middle of them yesterday, and obviously you got, you know, one guy that's, you know, young and aggressive and he's really up for the fight, and then you got this other guy who's quite chilled, but will also clear a room very quickly if it all goes off in Dillian Whyte. And, you know, Moses kind of looked at him and said to him, you know, take your glasses off, cuz I want to see you. You know, I want to see your eyes. And Dillian's going, what are you talking about? Why are you trying to be a bad man?
Yeah.
You know, because I'm the original bad man. So don't try and play with me. It was like that, you know. And I think that he just let him know that he's there on Saturday night. It's not going to be a guy that he's just going to walk through. Dillian Whyte's a guy with a lot of pride. You know, he's extremely tough and rugged. But the first few rounds for Dillian Whyte are going to be horrible.
Yeah.
Because Moses has great feet, great speed, great shot selection, all the things that will trouble Dillian Whyte. But if Dillian Whyte can just somehow get close, stay on the chest, rough him up, get into the 5th, 6th, 7th round, then the questions will start to be asked of Moses. Because so far he's been faultless. And he's, like I said, he's very, very good. But this is heavyweight boxing. You've got to make it a fight in there.
Yeah.
And Dillian's the kind of guy that might just be able to do it.
That's going to be great.
I'm looking forward, Eddie, just quickly for the cards. You know, it's not all about. It's a great fight. This is going to be, but also there's a guy called Ray Ford who you look after, Eddie, and you know, how far can he go, Ray?
Yeah, Ray Ford's one of the top fighters in the world. American fighter. We signed him from, I think, about 17 years of age. He won the world title in a fight of the year. He moved up. He boxed Nick Ball, who is also on the card, Britain's only world champion, bizarrely, at the moment. And I thought he beat Nick Ball, but it was a very, very good fight. He's moved up in weight now, fighting a guy called Abraham Nova from America. It's a great fight. The card's fantastic. Nick Ball, as I said, he's on the card against Sam Goodman in a brilliant fight. Also look out for another really good heavyweight fight. David Adeleye steps up to fight Filip Hrgovic, which I think, quite honestly, someone is going to kip in that fight very early. Inside 4 rounds, someone will be needing their pillow. And it's a really good night of boxing. Yeah, so Ray Ford among the stars on a busy night live on DAZN.
Eddie, just one last one. AJ, is it Jake Paul? And I'm reading it could be AJ's biggest money earner yet, which is remarkable. Yeah,
I mean, I never thought, I'd be talking to you, Alan, about AJ fighting Jake Paul, if I'm honest. Yeah. It's definitely a fight that we are talking about. It's definitely a fight that is fairly close. Bizarrely, this young man in Jake Paul thinks he can win the fight. I'm never going to sit here and tell you that it's competitive. I think it's a mismatch. But I know there's a lot of people that would, take enjoyment to see Jake Paul get knocked spark out and maybe eradicated from the sport of boxing. AJ's definitely the man up for the assignment. So, in this situation, you're better off just being honest. People say to me, what is there to gain out of the fight? And I just say this. This is one of the biggest events in boxing. It would be one of AJ's biggest paydays in boxing. And as I said, I quite fancy sitting ringside watching Jake Paul get knocked spark out. Now, listen, right. We'll see if that happens. And we've got lots of opportunities. It's Anthony Joshua. Everybody's calling him out. But it all comes down to Jake Paul. If he truly wants to step up to the challenge... But, this is very, very dangerous. And I said to his manager the other day, people around the world will tune in for this for the danger. Yeah. And we've got to be a little bit careful at the same time. I said to the manager, I said, this is a bit like, when you used to tune in to watch David Blaine and see if he could get out the box or not. Yeah. And it's like, is he going to be all right? I don't know. This is like that. But I said to Jake Paul, you ain't in a box, mate, and this ain't David Blaine. I said, so just be careful, because AJ will take your head clean off your shoulders, and it's dangerous. Yeah. And you take on that responsibility, and we all have to. So we've got to think about that. But this is Anthony fighting a top 50 cruiserweight in the world. It's not something that we would normally do. Yeah. But we also, and we know the size of the fight commercially, so pretty close. And I wouldn't be surprised if this happens next.
Oh, next, someone was talking about AJ could fight in Ghana. Is that with the fight? Why Ghana?
Our team, he's wanted to fight in Africa for a long time. He's had an approach, or we've had an approach from Ghana to stage an event there early next year. Our team were there the last few days. So, and in the world of sort of normality, I think a big heavyweight fight in Africa could be next for Anthony. In the world that we live in, of complete madness, it may just be Jake Paul in a stadium in America, and probably the biggest numbers the sport has ever seen.
Wow. Eddie, listen, brilliant. Enjoy reading.
Cheers, Ed.
Thank you. Thank you for your time this morning, Eddie Hearn. Cheers, brilliant. Don't forget DAZN. Take a big crack at Ituma against Dillian White. And I think Eddie's right. Early doors.
Oh, yeah. Moses, he knows what he's doing.
Moses, you want to see this kid. He is so fast. But his hands are lightning.
Yes.
And when
20
he hits,
years old. But
when he hits, it's good night.
Well, it's experience, Al, isn't it? I mean, Dillian White's been there.
Yeah, and he's not scared.
He knows what he's got to do. As he said, rough him up a little bit, and he's 20 years old, you're still learning. You're still learning that he could be unbelievable. He was like Mike Tyson, as you mentioned. Mike Tyson was unbelievable, wasn't he? At an early age. Well, kept it all plain, when it all plain black.
It reminds me just of Tyson.
No, it should be a hell of a fight. But if he does get through it, he's got a hell of a future, isn't he? Going forward.
And Spencer, get out of that cupboard. Right, coming up 8:28.
Boxing update on talkSPORT with DAZN, the global home of boxing. Buy now at dazn.com/boxing.
Shin pads are a footballer's best friend. Even if players like Jack Grealish do wear such small ones you can barely even see them. But what's the story with shin pads, and are there actually any rules on how big they should be? It all started with cricket, actually. Cricketers had been wearing shin pads since the 1700s. It was thanks to this guy that shin protection made its way over to football. Meet Samuel Widdowson. He was a cricketer and a footballer. He played for Nottingham Forest back in the late 1800s, and he wanted a way to protect his legs from nasty tackles. Naturally, his mind drifted to his other favourite sport, where players had been wearing these pads for a century. Story goes, Widdowson cut up his cricket pads and popped them on before taking to the footy pitch. His Nottingham Forest team then began wearing them from 1887, and the first known use of them in a match was in 1894, in a match between Newcastle and the then Woolwich Arsenal. Eventually, FIFA clocked on that this kind of protection was pretty important for footballers. And so, in 1990, basically 100 years after Widdowson first put them on, shin pads were made compulsory. It became part of Law 4 of IFAB. That's the body responsible for setting the laws of the game internationally. But the law doesn't actually specify anything about measurements of shin pads. It just says they must be made of a suitable material and be of an appropriate size to provide reasonable protection. It's really vague, even though there have been calls for it to be changed. But for now, that's why Grealish and co can still get away with these ones, which are no bigger than a credit card and which seem to offer little to no protection whatsoever.
The humour is quite nice. No, it's a good show to listen to in the morning if you don't want to listen to music.
Thank you, Arne. This is talkSPORT Breakfast with me, Brazil Ray Parlour, and Arnold Clark at Buy a Car and opt in to Arnold Clark Rewards to enjoy access to great giveaways and everyday perks. Ray's just bought a beautiful car. So we heard at 8 a.m. an exclusive interview with Liverpool boss Arne Slot, and he admitted he listens to, the breakfast show most mornings for pronunciations and to help his vocabulary. Really, Arne? Bayern Munich signed Luis Diaz. He's the fourth significant sale from Liverpool this summer. Trent's gone, Quasi's gone, Gallagher out the door.
Quasi?
All right. You try talk for 4 hours. It's not easy. But listen, Arne likes it.
He said Ituma as well. He's not Ituma. He's Intama.
No. I've spoken to him. Never mind Eddie. I've spoke to Frank Warner at Ituma.
Right?
Who looks after him? Frank looks after him, right? So don't worry about it. I've got it right.
We know what you mean, though, Al. That's
Moses.
the most important thing.
That's why I keep saying Moses.
Moses. We all know.
By the way, it's impossible doing this. Right?
The best ones are the Greek names, Al. You can't beat.
Well, I've never heard the Postecoglou.
What's his name? Papadopoulos.
Yeah. No, but now and again, you don't get any credit for getting it right.
It is hard. I must admit, some of the names are hard, definitely.
I should know a little bit about it. My family are all entwined with,
They are indeed, aren't they?
Greeks, yeah.
What's Dino's family's names? What's their surname?
I'm not even going to try.
Your daughter's married to her.
It's just Dino, isn't it?
What is his second name? Surname?
Anastadiados.
That sounds blinding.
Right, we're moving on. I had to think about that there. Liverpool fans give us a call this morning ahead of the season opener. Do you have any concerns about the new signings settling in? I don't. Does it need to be Premier League or Champions League this season to build on last season's success? I personally can't wait to see. I'm not even going to try that one. I'll forget that. Now, tomorrow lunchtime. Who? No, he's a good player, by the way. Doesn't he look
Very
good? Coverage of Liverpool Bournemouth begins tonight, 7 p.m. with Adrian Dunham, Joe Shannon and Dean Ashton. Kick-off, don't forget, 8 o'clock, and it's going to be very, very emotional. Now, tomorrow lunchtime, talkSPORT brings you the perfect way to start your Saturday.
For Aston Villa, who will play Europa League football. And Newcastle United have been beaten on the day. Also ends with a place in the Champions League.
It's important, but I don't want to make it about money. It's about football for me.
Watkins, can he get there? He's round the keeper. Ollie Watkins for Aston Villa.
This season now, he will look at it, a competition that he knows how to win, Jeff, the Europa League.
Villa have owners that want to inject more cash, but they're not allowed to do it.
We are going to try to be alert in case we can join someone.
There's his goal, Alexander Isak.
It's only because of this window that unfortunately has not gone to plan for Newcastle that we are talking about them. They are the story. You've generated the story.
And to tell you the truth, I think Newcastle fans would like him back. And he will be forgiven. Don't get me wrong, he will be.
I'm going to go Newcastle to prove they're not a one-man team, whether Isak is there or not.
Okay, so Newcastle could have a new face in Villa Academy graduate Jacob Ramsey. By the way, I think you'll find Newcastle's trips to Villa Park are not very good, Ray.
No.
I think the last 4 or 5 games, it's Villa. Well, the Toon will be without one away striker, Isak. Eddie Howe in the Times this morning says he still can have a future at St James's Park. Right, let's build up to tomorrow's lunchtime cracker right here in talkSPORT. A man who played for both clubs, of course. As a very, very good morning, Nobby Solano joins us. Nobby, good morning.
Morning, Nobby.
Good morning, Alan. Good morning, Ray.
Cracking game, good game, but Villa Park is it's not a happy hunting ground for Newcastle.
Yes, it's always been really tough at Villa. You know, it's a great team, great manager. They are in the good form. They finished very well last season, so it will be a difficult match. Newcastle, what he showed so far in the preseason, it's some time to judge Newcastle how it want to be, but it will be a fantastic game tomorrow.
Yeah. Nobby, just looking ahead now, I was just writing a few down. Liverpool, City, Arsenal, Chelsea. For me, that looks a certainty of top 4. Whether people say Chelsea can win it or City can bounce back, for me, it's sort of, that's the top 4. They're going to fight it out. Just behind, can Newcastle be pushing for that 4th spot? Do you think they've got, if they can keep hold of Alexander Isak, do you think they can push for the top 4? But if they lose them, then there's no chance?
I think he's a great, fantastic player, fantastic striker, doing so well for Newcastle. But still Newcastle, I will say, the foundation from Eddie Howe building the team from the last 3-4 years, they make thinking to all the fans to the team probably will finish with still fighting again for try to finish in the top 6, top 8. Will be really tough. It's very unpredictable for me, in my opinion, this season. Very unpredictable to see who's going to win the league. Like you mentioned, Liverpool, Manchester City, Chelsea, they look so well. Chelsea look to me very, very good team. Arsenal, as usual. So it will be very, to me, really tough season for all of them. Will be very, very hard season. And like you say, Isak is very key, important for Newcastle. I don't know how he ended in that situation, but players right now, it's quite difficult to read them. They like it to be in the clubs. They love to play for a club. Or you see now Saudi Arabia change the mind for all of these players. The money is understand. Money is very important. Yeah, you look after yourself in the future, but sometimes look like the players lose the play in one of the best league, player with the heart, with the team, get involved with all the fans,
Yeah.
Nobby, I've got to ask you about Isak. Obviously, he's training on his own at the moment. If the window does close and he hasn't moved to Liverpool, which is probably the club he will go to if he does move, how will because you know the Newcastle fans very well, being there, how will they let him go back into the team? If he does go back into the Newcastle team, will they support him, or will they sort of get at him a little bit, and or if he scores a couple of goals his first game back, they forget about it very quickly?
Yes, right. Like you say, you're right. Newcastle fans give you all the time the best. Every player, you play for this shirt. Haven't won so many trophies for many years, but these fans is really faithful fans. They're always behind the team, the players. So, like you say, it's right. We'll see. I hope so. He stay, and probably need to apologize this situation if he stay. And after that, fans in here, if you get in the pitch, start to perform like they're expecting for you, they will be fine.
Yeah. Nobby, just talking about Villa and an ex-Villa player, Jack Grealish goes to Manchester City, doesn't really feature last season. He's gone to Everton now on loan. Now, I think we all want Jack to do well and show us again how good a footballer he is. We wish him well, don't we? Will he do okay this season at Everton?
Well, you know, sometimes Ray probably will be agree with me. Is with all respect, you know, playing in all the time, play around the best player, good players, make it easy for you.
Yeah.
Everton, you know, with all the respect, been difficult times with Moyes doing fantastic soon he arrived, but always Everton fighting to of course to don't get relegated, but. Well, Grealish is a fantastic player. The only problem with him is never being consistent. That's why probably Guardiola let him go. Football, you know, the team need to win things. You need to players to perform as weekend and weekend, consistent. So it's a great opportunity for him. He's an English boy. You know, he want to play for England. They need to perform very good at Everton. So will be interesting to see him how he will do in there.
Yeah. Nobby, look, great to talk to you. Enjoy tonight's game
Nobby.
and the rest of the weekend. Thank you, sir.
Good to see you.
And Nobby Solano, thank you. You're welcome. Right, let's look ahead to the next hour of the show with Benchmark.
Superstar Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Benchmark's Kitchens and Joinery. Get trade prices on kitchens to suit all styles and budgets at Benchmarks.
And it just don't matter now. Little by little, gave you everything you ever dreamed of. Little by little, the wheels of your life, they're slowly falling off. Little by little.
Any champagne now?
We will have the return of the brand new season's Curse of the Commentator when we're joined by Little Sam. Sam Matterface. Ray battered him last season, so Little Sam better have a good start. We're going to be joined by Ray's former Arsenal teammate David Seaman to look ahead to the Gunners' tricky start to the season on Sunday up at Old Trafford and ask the question, who is under more pressure? Is it Amorim or Arteta? That was our breakfast preview, our good friends at Benchmark.
Superstar Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins. With 250 hire branches nationwide, it's easy to hire at Travis Perkins.
Good morning, talkSPORT Breakfast with Ray Parlour. Right, what do we know this Friday? Here we go. Arne Slot's exclusively told talkSPORT that Chelsea are a major challenger for Liverpool's Premier League title this season. You can check out Arne Slot's interview with Reds treble winner Danny Murphy on the talkSPORT YouTube channel. I thought Danny done really well there, by the way. Well done, Dan. Referees Chief Howard Webb has announced a crackdown on players holding opponents at set pieces for the new season. Thank God for that, right? I mean it. And accepts it will lead to more penalties. Good. By the way, Webb has reportedly chucked Gabby's letter of complaint in the paper shredder. Well done. And Adrian Dunham will be based at the Stadium of Light tomorrow for Game Day Live. I used to like listening to you on that, Ray. I don't know what happened there, mate. Who have you upset? As Sunderland make their Premier League return against West Ham at 3 p.m. It's Graham Potter's first full season in charge of the Hammers, and he spoke yesterday about the lofty ambitions over in East London.
Well, I think the potential of this club is huge. The ambition should be huge because it's a massive club. I really believe that. Fan base, expectation, history, tradition, has everything that a demanding big club has. As I said many a time, our challenge now is, or our work is to use the resources we have as well as we can, to be aligned, to be together, to be able to put a team on the pitch that our supporters recognise, that our supporters are proud of and can get excited about. And that's the challenge, and that's the exciting bit of what the start of the season brings.
I've just got a feeling, Ray, that you're thinking it's going to be a tough season for the Hammers.
I just think they need a few more players.
I do.
I thought
so why are they not getting them? Is it the owners just said no?
Yeah,
get on with it.
He's right what he says as well, Graham. It's a massive club. I mean, it's the fan base is
home and away,
unbelievable. And now they just want to, just see progress on the pitch. Now that's the next step, and you need players coming in through the door during the transfer window. There's a couple of clubs are short of players at the moment, and look, there's still time. But ideally, Graham Potter wanted the players in during pre-season because you can work with the players, you can get them to interact with the other players, you can learn their characters very quickly. So it's not ideal when you've played your first game and you still might have to sign players.
Yeah.
So look, I don't know how West Ham going to go this year. I mean, I've got a lot of West Ham friends, and they're a little bit.
Do the fans
they're a little bit worried?
Do the fans not deserve more?
Absolutely, of course they do. And as you said before, it is a sleeping giant. They could be right up there, top of, challenging if they put the money in, and whether the owners want to do that or whether they want to sell the club and let someone else do that. We'll have to wait and see. But
we shouldn't forget Sunderland as well, right? Because they've
spent a lot of money. They've spent a lot of money, Sunderland. They certainly have, and they bought experience in Xhaka, as we mentioned earlier. And it's going to be rocking, absolutely rocking Stadium Light. So, I wouldn't be surprised if Sunderland get a result there and win the game. But I've gone for a draw.
Just a quickie. What do you make of Calvert-Lewin at Everton? So you get Jack on the loan for a year, Calvert-Lewin in there. Signing for Leeds, he's moved away. So Jack's gone in, Calvert-Lewin's come out. Leeds United, like Sunderland, Sunderland are going to make it tough for West Ham. Leeds take on Everton, so it's another cracking.
Yeah, another cracking game. And Ellen Road, I'm really pleased Leeds are back in the.
Do you think he'll play Calvert-Lewin first game?
I'm not too sure, Al. I don't know what sort of fitness levels he are, but I'm sure they want him to try and play if he's available and ready to go. But Everton
he can play,
Yeah, I mean, look, another player that he's been around the England squads, but lost his way a little bit. He got injured, got a bad injury, didn't he? He was out for quite a while. But it's another opportunity for him to get back to playing on a regular basis and scoring goals. And as I said before, it's a massive year for a lot of players. It really is because of the World Cup. There's a lot of players who Tuchel will be looking at and saying, look, if they start and get banging goals in, sometimes it's hard to leave them out if you're playing so well as it
pre-season he's had Calvert-Lewin, because if he can just keep himself tuned right, no serious, we all get niggles at pre-season, but as long as he stays away from serious injuries and can start the season with a bang, it'd be brilliant for him.
I always say pre-season is the most important time for any player. I always really put my effort in pre-season, try to keep fit, looked after yourself, because if you have a good pre-season, you always going to destined to have a good season. If you have a few niggles during the season, you miss training sessions, you miss parts of the tour, or whatever you're going to miss, I think you're always on catch-up, Al. You're always catching up, and it gets more difficult for you. So I think pre-season, a lot of players will be looking at it now going, I feel really good in myself. And
I'll be watching that, definitely, because I want to see how Jack does, and if Calvert-Lewin starts, it'll be interesting. Leeds Everton, live and exclusive on talkSPORT on Monday night. Now, Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy were back in the sports bar last night, and the chunk revealed exactly what his mates really call him.
It does feel like a bit of a get-up in here with the lighting and everything. The problem is, I feel like I've put on £10. I don't know whether that's the TV or I've actually put on £10.
You got to blame it on the
Jay,
cameras,
you look all right,
I
mate.
look all right. I look all right.
Jay,
You
look.
You're glowing, man. You're glowing. Don't do that
You look
to
like
yourself.
Henry VIII.
That's what my mates call me.
That's so niche.
Do they?
Yeah, my mates call me Henry VIII.
They don't.
They do.
They don't.
That is actually what they call me. It's Liberty, isn't it? King Henry, they call me.
How many wives you had?
Cundy's in good form at the moment, isn't he?
No, brilliant. Henry VIII.
He is. He's in great form.
Beheaded.
at the moment,
Who's got
Jason.
beheaded? Who's beheaded, Jamie?
Oh, dear.
But, I mean, as I said before, he's had his little holiday, hasn't he? Yeah, everybody deserves a holiday. You've been away. You've been away yourself.
Yeah, I just go down to southern Spain. I do.
Yeah.
He goes to all these fancy
Really
places.
charming. Well, fancy places, I met him down there the other day, down the Rose. Sonny Federa, the DJ. You don't know him, but he said, "Oh, Ray, he wants to go to an Arsenal game." I said, "I'll take you over there, no problem."
Oh, and he's going to take you back.
But you're going to take me IB for? He went, "No problem." He does Pasha. But it starts at 12 o'clock at night.
Did he? Right.
I make 12 o'clock.
I tell you what was nice.
It finishes at 6 in the morning.
I tell you, you're talking about the chunk there, David Bentley.
Bench,
La Sala. I went down there. They've got a new steakhouse there, very nice.
Yeah.
And they've got a special club where they have a bit of simulating golf and all that. So they've got.
He's a laugh,
David.
David.
It
He's
was
a good
really,
boy.
really nice. Honestly, I really had a great night down
Well, I
there.
haven't been down there. Next time I go to Marbella, hopefully you'll be there as well. We can go down there, can't we?
Yeah.
To sports
Oh,
bar.
that's dangerous, Ray. You and me together in the sun down in Marbella. Oh, it's dangerous, mate.
The last time I saw a video of you, Al, down in Marbella, there was a big fire behind you.
Yeah.
That was the last time.
Yeah, that was Laguna Village.
But you still had your glass of wine in your hand.
I sorted now. Sorted. There's some great places. Whoa. By the way, they've changed that. It's now called Sublime, and it is beautiful.
And I saw you in a video recently in Marbella and playing pool, and you lost.
Oh, because you know what I'd done? I had the black to pot, and I was playing for a bit of money with Dino. Yeah. And I looked away to hit it. I was looking at Dino, said, "Unlucky Dino," and I missed it. And he told me.
No.
Yeah, he did. Right, plenty to come. Tom Grennan coming up, Dom King from the Mail, Little Sam, and David Seaman will join us as well. It's coming up 4 minutes to 9.
Bazball, a sporting catchphrase that's really caught on after England's Test cricketers changed their approach under Kiwi coach Brendan McCullum. But what is Bazball really, and is it working? We've had a look. A lot of people think Bazball's just aggressive batting. That is part of it. This tactic peaked in Rawalpindi in 2023, where over 2 innings, England scored 921 runs at a rate of 7 and over, giving the Bazballers just enough time to bowl Pakistan out twice on a flat pitch, which they did. Now, England's increased run rate does reflect the global trend, but they are the fastest scoring Test team of all time, around 4.5 runs and over. This guy thinks calling it Bazball is silly, explaining he's trying to remove pressure and make Test cricket fun. This is actually a response to something shocking. McCullum developed his method as captain of New Zealand in 2014 when Australian batter Philip Hughes was hit by a ball and died. A mental skills coach from All Blacks Rugby helped the cricketers play through the tragedy, telling them to be totally self-absorbed for one match. It worked. New Zealand levelled the series in Pakistan. McCullum hit the 4th fastest Test double hundred of all time. He found playing without the usual expectations freed the team up to express their skills, and that is what he's trying to do with England. It's a mindset thing. The team really look like they're enjoying themselves. Bucket hats, e-scooters, optional practice, 6 hitting competitions, games of football, and a lot of time on the golf course. What's not to love? Meanwhile, the really radical bit of Bazball is selection. 19-year-old off-spinner Shoaib Bashir was picked off Twitter, couldn't get a game for Somerset, but was the 3rd leading Test wicket taker of 2024. Seamer Josh Hull was called up after just 9 county games because he's left arm and 6'7". Jacob Bethel, 0 first-class hundreds. Let's throw him in at number 3. But is the cricket improving? In the 35 tests before Baz, England won 12, lost 13 and drew 10. And the first 35 tests with Baz, England won 22, almost double, lost 12, about the same, and drew just 1. On the flip side, the new approach has meant throwing games away from strong positions, like the second Ashes test at Lord's in 2023. But overall, yeah, by almost any metric, England are better under Baz.
Three minutes after 9 o'clock, Arne slot. That was very nice, was it, what he said?
Oh, absolutely.
Listen to the whole... But he does give the other boys a mention as well. He gives Cundy and the Chunk a mention.
Oh, does he?
He said he listens to us when he don't fancy music on the way, and he listens to us in the morning. And when he can't sleep at night, he puts them two on. And he soon nods off.
Oh, you got me out. Brilliant.
Thank you, Arnie. talkSPORT Breakfast with me, Alan Brazil Ray Parlour and Arnold Clark. Build your own car deal online, all with a few clicks. They make buying your next car easy. God, nice car you bought, Ray, I tell you. Right, the Premier League is back tonight as the champions host the Cherries right here on talkSPORT.
Liverpool Football Club for the 20th time joining Manchester United at the top of the tree are English champions.
It's back to Salah, he puts it into an empty net and Liverpool lead.
You know, it's the Premier League, and if you rest on your laurels, that bites you in the following season.
If you wear this shirt, if you go out at Anfield, there's only one thing that is expected of you, and that's winning the game.
I would say that Liverpool at the moment is the most enticing and exciting sporting project in world football.
If you're talking about Hugo Ekitike, Florian Wirtz, Kirkez, I mean, we are looking at a super team.
Ouattara has fed Kluivert inside the penalty area, and Kluivert has nabbed it under the goalkeeper and in.
To finish 9, 56 points, I think is the least this group of players deserved after the season they've played. Overall, big season for us.
With Andoni as a manager, you know, it's only going to go from strength to strength.
My only worry about them going forward now, people just come and gut-wrench your team.
Bournemouth have beaten Manchester City.
Where on earth do Bournemouth go from here?
Top to bottom, one of the most unpredictable leagues around. talkSPORT is the place to be for the return of the Premier League.
Oh, yes. So it's going to be, well, on a serious note now, it's going to be a very emotional night at Anfield. Liverpool taking on Bournemouth in the opening game of the Premier League season right here on talkSPORT. Arne Slot, Liverpool manager, spoke to Danny Murphy yesterday and paid tribute to the late Diego and Andre Jota.
Arne, thanks for talking to us. Lots of excitement for Friday, start of the Premier League from Liverpool supporters, but it's going to be an emotional evening as well with the tribute to Diogo and his brother. A chance for Liverpool supporters to show their love, I suppose.
Again, yeah.
Yeah, again, and an opportunity for everyone to come together, which Liverpool fans do so well.
Yeah. Yeah, we celebrated really well, and that's what we did a few months ago. But when there's grief or we have to mourn, then this club is also very special. And players have conducted themselves tremendous in this period of time, but our fans have showed their grief and support to Diogo, his brother and his family as well, in the best possible way. So I'm expecting it to be impressive, but also emotional tomorrow again.
It will be as well. That'll be, well, not send-off, but it'll be... You've got to watch that tonight. It'll be brilliant.
Oh, absolutely. And he's exactly right what he says, Arne. You know, you celebrate when you do well, but when there's a bit of grief for the club, and they've had plenty over the years, haven't they? Liverpool, they've always stuck together, the fans, and I'm sure it'd be the same tonight. And it'd be difficult for Bournemouth as well, the players, you know. Yeah. It's not easy. If you play games like that when it's an emotional night, first game back at Anfield, new season, and look, he would always be remembered, Diogo and his brother. So yeah, I mean, it's going to be. I'm sure he'd be saying, "Look, come on, let's do it for those guys," and it's been interesting to see how the game goes. But Liverpool, again, being at home, you know, it's going to be an emotional night. But I think they know they're there to do a job as a player. You know, once that whistle goes, you're focused then. You're focused on getting 3 points for your club.
Let's build up to what will be an incredible emotional night at Anfield with the Daily Mail's Merseyside writer, Dom King. Dom, very good morning, Dom.
Morning, Dom.
Morning, Al. Morning, Ray. How are you?
So, Dom, on a game like this tonight and what it means, are you looking forward to it, or are you going there thinking, crikey, this is going to be tough?
It's going to be a hugely emotional night, Al, as I've just heard Arne speaking to Danny about it. I would suggest anybody who's walking up to the stadium, there's a mural for Diogo and his brother Andre on the gable end of a house on Lyon Road, which is it's about half a mile from the stadium. It's an incredible piece of artwork. It sums up everything what he was, his big smiling face after scoring a goal. I don't think I can underline enough how unique this season is going to be because of this circumstance. It's impossible to sort of quantify the impact that it will have had on the players going forward. It's left people I know who knew him, who were his friends, the trauma that it's had on them. And I don't want to say anything trite, Al. You know me, I try and choose my words carefully, but this is what's important in life is family and friends, and it's the football's a sideshow to all this, and the ovation and the spectacle for him tonight will underline everything that's important about life.
Dom, do you know that his family will be there? His wife and everybody be there to see the tribute?
The family's going to be there, and the family were overwhelmed, I think, by the floral tributes that were left, or that grew over the days after his passing, when they came to Liverpool to see it. I wouldn't like to second guess, and you understand what I mean when I say this, but they must still be in a daze about what's happened, because it's been one of those incidents in life that you almost think is a bad dream. It's just incredible.
Absolutely. So Dom, it would be emotional, but moving on, listening to Arne, he spoke very, very well. It's going to be some Premier, isn't it? Liverpool favourites. Chelsea are looking strong. Arsenal have got some good players in at long last. They've got a massive chance. We've not even spoke of City in the chasing pack.
No,
but I think it's got to be between the four again, hasn't
it? Yeah. I think it will be between the four. And there was for 20 minutes last Sunday at Wembley, Liverpool looked everything like the summer spending spree is going to make them. Hugo Ekitike was. I mean, it's the first time many people will have watched him live, and he was, he took your eye out in terms of how impressive he was with his size and his strength and his pace and the way he took his goal. I think Florian Wirtz is going to be superb this year. I was watching him at times on Sunday, just in terms of how he flitted around into spaces and the work that he does off the ball, and he's always looking for those little pockets in which he can cause problems, and how quickly, Ray, you'll both understand in terms of he gets it and gives it straight away. There's not really any thinking in terms of he knows exactly what he wants to do before he's got the ball.
Yeah.
And it's the elegant simplicity of how he does things, the efficiency. He's going to be a fabulous weapon for Liverpool this year. But
Dom, that was the Liverpool way, wasn't it? You you go back to Shankly. Yeah. Get it, pass it, give it, move. Get it, pass it, give it, move. And if you think of the great Souness side and players like that they had, Jan Molby, he didn't dilly-dally on the ball. If the pass was on, he'd pass it.
No, do you know what? It's brilliant to hear you say that, because some people would have you think that over the last 10 years we've just seen a type of football that's never been played. You lads have played against it, Ray playing with Vieira and Bergkamp and people like that, and Henry, in terms of, yes, we could do fabulous things, but if there was a simple pass on, give it and go and get yourself into a better space. That's what it's about.
Yeah. So what do you think about the transfer now, Dom? I know Isak is the one now. Could he be the final piece of the jigsaw? Or do you think they still need a centre half, or do you think you got enough cover there?
Listen, I think Mark Gahey will end up signing for Liverpool. I'm basing this around comments that Steve Parish made in terms of Crystal Palace can't afford to let an asset like that go for free in 12 months' time.
Yeah.
I think the information that I had the other day sounded like it was going in the right direction. Now it's kind of paused a bit. But I think this will end up getting resumed, and there will be some kind of resolution. They probably do need cover. You're right about that, but they've still got a very good squad, and when everybody's fit, they are the team to beat.
Yeah. Dom, are you kidding on? You live up in Merseyside, because every time we speak to you, that blue sky, you sure you're not down the Algarve somewhere?
I could say it's a screensaver, but I have a word with the big man upstairs, and I always make sure it's right for you.
That's unbelievable.
Looks lovely.
You know, here we are in a little we're in a little darkened office here. Well, it's not lit anymore. We're in the big studio, but we can't see out the window anymore. And I'm looking at you thinking, God, that's nice, isn't it, Ray? Eh?
Oh, beautiful, Dom.
Al, Ray, you know what? I always like to bring a little bit of sunshine into your lives. So, you know, long may that continue.
Dom, great to talk again. Enjoy. I know it's going to be difficult, but enjoy tonight. Okay. I'm sure we're going to get goals as well.
Cheers, Dom.
I'll speak to you soon, gents.
Cheers, pal. Weekend. Thank you. Dom King, the Daily Mail writer. Okay, Ray, 9:14. Is little Sam...
Ray.
Where's little Sam bottled it? Is he coming in? Because you've got the trophy there, Ray.
I've won 2 years running now. Can you believe that? And I'm not even trying.
You've not won. It's a canter.
I'm not even trying.
It's an absolute canter. Sam Manaface, David Seaman still to come. And hopefully we'll have Tom Grennan if Chris Evans is finished well. I wouldn't put up with it. I wouldn't. The Premier League is back for the 25-26 season. We've got you covered right here on talkSPORT.
I believe in the meaning of spoken word.
They like that. Oh, they like that.
Top to bottom, one of the most unpredictable leagues around.
The difference is you don't quit, not until you reach the peak.
The Premier League title is coming back to Anfield.
Liverpool are the best team in the country. They were the best team in the country last year, and they've got even better.
But best believe it's your claim on it, because you got a destiny with your name on it.
Saga! 1-0 Arsenal!
Haaland to take it round the keeper. Oh, that's magnificent.
I think the Chelsea fans will expect Chelsea to compete for the league next season.
Palmer goes for goal and scores! What a hat-trick!
Oh my gosh, honestly, the Premier League, it never fails to deliver.
Setting up another one for Peru, could it be 2? Oh yes it is! Another massive moment in Ellen Road!
Here's Manuel Benson on this near side, onto his right foot, hits one!
Oh my word! Sunderland are Premier League again!
Wonderful game, we love it for a same reason, the unpredictability.
Oh, give it away to Isak! There's his goal! Bruno Fernandes! What a finish! What a goal on the counter for Manchester United! Salah! 1-0.
It's talkSPORT. We are Premier League.
Oh, yes, can't wait. Right, it's time now. Oh, yeah, everyone's favourite is Curse of the Commentator.
And it just don't matter now. Little by little. Gave you everything you
I look at it, isn't it? It's brilliant. I'm to bring it in.
Little by little. The wheels of your life.
If you reach down on the right and keep yanking, the chair will come up.
To be fair, I'm lucky to have a chair. When I came in here, you didn't even put a chair in here for me. Fair enough. Anyway, lovely to see you. Happy new season, boys. How are you?
Absolutely, it's come around quick as well,
It
mate.
has.
Anyway, the games are going to be previewing this morning are 8 o'clock tonight. Oof. Liverpool, Bournemouth, talkSPORT exclusive. 12:30 tomorrow, another cracker, Villa against Newcastle, again talkSPORT exclusive. And 4:30 Sunday, Man United against the Arsenal. To preview these games, we put Arsenal Invincible Ray Parlour against talkSPORT's chief football commentator, Little Sam, as we play our predictor game, Curse of the Commentator.
I put a spell on you.
Cause you're mine.
Cause you're mine.
It's a very good morning to talkSPORT's chief football commentator, Sam Matterface. Sam, are you ready?
Oh, I can't tell you how excited I am to be back in this studio. I'm ready and raring to go.
What do you think of the new studio?
I love the new studio. It's my second visit. I was here last Friday. Yeah, it's great.
I think
it's
look out the window, Sam, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I mean, but it does move that TV. You just got to get up and move it. Yeah, yeah, it's on wheels.
We'll try that in a minute.
Yeah.
No, I'm
yeah,
not.
but it's still got a window behind there, is it?
Yeah, there is. There's a big window behind it.
Yeah, of course it is.
Crikey. Yeah.
Yeah.
Still there. Don't worry.
Anyway, we move on. As we move on.
Anyway.
As we play it right, so a very good morning, Sam.
He's quaking in his boots already. He's trying for distraction techniques because he knows I'm coming for him this year.
It's a quick reminder of the rules. Sam and Ray both have 20 seconds-ish to discuss each of the games that are across the talkSPORT network this weekend. All they need to do is give us the result and score of each match, one goal scorer for each game, and finally, why they predict that outcome. For each correct guess, they will get 1 point correct result, 3 points correct score, and a 1 point bonus for naming a goal scorer.
The only problem I've got here with this, Sam, is that I'm not doing every Friday going forward, and I've got Gabby's filling in for me. Well, so you got every chance. You have got every chance.
Listen, I like to see that you've got your excuses in early.
But he's won the last two, Sam. He's got his own hat-trick.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Right, Ray.
I've done no research, but come on, let's go for it.
Ray ran away with it last season, so Sam's a lot to prove. First up, Liverpool take on Bournemouth tonight. It's going to be emotional, we know that. Live on talkSPORT, the Premier League champions haven't lost their opening league game in any of the last 12 seasons. Ray, you can go first.
Oh, thank you very much, Al. Well, yeah, it's going to be an emotional night. It is all about
He's looking at your notes, man.
Diogo's family, you know. But once that whistle goes, the players have got to be ready to go, and I'm sure they will be because they're playing at Anfield. It's always going to be a fortress this season for them again. I'm going to go. Bournemouth lost a lot. All their defence, really. They're going to struggle this season. I think they'd be okay. I don't think they'd be relegated, but I think they might struggle. But I'm going to go 3-1 to Liverpool, and he was pretty quiet, Salah. against Palace in a charity in a Community Shield, but I'm going to go Salah to score.
Salah first. Okay, Sam. 20 seconds starting now.
Okay, look, there's no doubt that Liverpool are going to be hampered by the private grief that obviously has befallen them over the summer, but they know that in public they've got to come out and they've got to hit the ground running. They're excellent at Anfield, unbeaten in 17 Premier League games. They're taking on a Bournemouth side that have lost a lot of their defenders, and it's a first opportunity for some of the new ones to come in. Look, I think they've strengthened so much going forward, although they're a little bit vulnerable to the counter-attack because there's no Gravenberch tonight. I think Ekitike and Wirtz looked in good shape last week. So I'm going to go for Ekitike to score, Liverpool to win 3-1.
3-1, the same, but okay.
Ekitike.
Right, next up, Villa welcome Newcastle United to Villa Park. Off the top of my head, Villa at home against Newcastle do very well normally. At lunchtime tomorrow, live on talkSPORT, the Magpies will be without starman Isak amid his push for a move to Liverpool. So, Sam, how are you calling this one?
Well, they haven't lost at home in the Premier League, Aston Villa, since the first home game of last season when they lost to Arsenal.
Incredible.
If they were to go unbeaten tomorrow, it would set their best record of home league wins and draws since 1924. So they're in a fantastic vein of form at home.
Do you know, can I just stop you there? Your knowledge is unbelievable. And yet Ray kicks your butt every year.
It's good knowledge.
It's not always about stats though. Sometimes, it's an emotional game, football, isn't it? You know, things can change, ebb and flow. I think they'll win tomorrow, Aston Villa. I think there's a lack of there's no real number 9 at Newcastle at the moment because of the Isak issue. Osula is actually going to be a good footballer, I think. I think he'll be a good number 9 in the future, but it's a big burden for him to carry. Anthony Gordon played there in pre-season. He was brilliant in the under-21s playing as the false 9, but it didn't quite work out in pre-season. He might have picked up an injury as well.
Sam, I said 20 seconds, not 2 minutes.
You interrupted me halfway through.
2-1. You got to dock a point straight away, Al.
2-1 Aston Villa.
He started at -1.
I'm going Watkins. 2-1.
Oh, yeah.
2-1
you think Ollie definitely plays?
2-1 Aston Villa.
Okay.
All right, Ray, 20. You've 1 minute 20 seconds.
Well, I did have Aston Villa 2-1 in my scoreline.
I told you, he's
as well.
peeping at you.
I'm going to go. I think, Villa got a good record at home against Newcastle. I'll go 2-0 to Newcastle. To Aston Villa. And who's the new French kid? Gusson. I'm going to go him.
Okay, right, here we go. There you go. So 2-1 for Sam and 2-0 for Ray.
Villa, yeah.
Finally, Manchester United take on Ray's Arsenal on Sunday afternoon. Both sides will be looking forward to debuting their new talent up front. Ray,
I think Man United
a tough game.
Yeah, it is a tough game. It certainly will be. I think Man United fans will be delighted. They're delighted that they brought in 3 good players who can score goals, Cunha and Burma and Sesko. So it's exciting times now.
The Sesko kid.
Well, I can see him being in the top 8 this year, Man United. Maybe even better because I think they will have a better season. But I've got to go Arsenal. I'm going to go Arsenal 2-1.
2-1.
And I'm going to go Gyökeres. He's going to get off to a winning start and score the first goal. Come on, Arsenal.
I'm going to be honest. I'm going to say I'm going to take a little bit of a different tack only because I'm trying to get an early start on Ray.
You're going for United?
I'm going for a draw.
Yeah.
2-2, Matthias Cunha. And the only reason I'm doing it because Manchester United didn't score enough goals last season, didn't score enough goals the season before, but they do score goals when it comes to playing Arsenal. For whatever reason, they pick it up against Arsenal.
You've done that as well. You've done a 2-2.
Yeah, I've done 2-2. Before we break, have you had a good break?
I had 14 days. I went to Nashville, Tennessee, and I got involved in a bit of cowboy action. I've got to be honest with you. I did a bit of line dancing, got the cowboy boots out.
Did you?
Cracking.
Absolutely
dancing. Fantastic. What a fantastic time we had there.
Did you go to any music studios?
Yep. Went down to, we went to the Grand Ole Opry. We did tour of WSM. I went to John Daly's sports bar, actually, which was cracking fun.
Chocolate Factory?
No, I didn't go to chocolate factory. But I did go to after that.
Oh, that's out of order. Look at these.
I know it's me and Fulham. I know what they're getting up to. Don't worry about it. But went to New York after that. It was great.
You went wonkabouts.
Wonka bar. No, I was in the pram, mate.
9:28 on talkSPORT.
Getting terribly fat. What do you think will come of that?
I don't like the look of it.
Premier League teams have got a load of crazy nicknames. Ever wondered where they came from? Some are pretty straightforward. Arsenal are the Gunners because they were founded by a group of munitions workers, and Bournemouth are the Cherries because their old stadium was built right next to a cherry orchard. Then there's Everton. They're dubbed the Toffees, but why? Well, because when the club was formed, just down the road there were two local toffee shops. Ipswich Town nicked their nickname off their opponents in the late 90s, Birmingham. The term Tractor Boys was chanted as a way to tease the team about their farming background, but they started using it themselves as a way to cheer on the team in victory instead. Take that, Birmingham. Let's head to Leicester, famous for more than just a red, well, orangey cheese and Jamie Vardy. Leicestershire's also the birthplace of fox hunting, hence the Foxes. Crystal Palace's nickname came from an extreme makeover. They were having a nightmare run in the 70s, and when they were relegated, their manager, Malcolm Allison, wasn't having it. I know what'll make us better, he thought, a new nickname. The Strong and Deadly Eagle sounded like a pretty good bet. And there's more to that story. Brighton used Palace's nickname to inspire their own. Ooh, a bird, they thought. Let's just pick a different one for us. And so, in a heated match between the two teams back in 1976, when Palace fans began chanting, "Eagles, Eagles," Brighton fans had the perfect reply, "Seagulls, Seagulls." So next time the away end's chanting their crazy nickname, you'll now know exactly where it came from.
Right, here we go. 9:33. talkSPORT Breakfast with me, Brazil Ray Parlour, and the Arnold Clark app. Buy a car and opt in to Arnold Clark Rewards to enjoy access to great giveaways and everyday perks. See, you should have gone to Arnold Clark instead of Jack Bentley. Yes, as Amelia mentioned there, Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin, meet in Alaska later with the future of the war in Ukraine on the agenda. Over on Times Radio, there'll be rolling coverage of events as they happen, brought to you by the world-leading correspondents. To hear more, scroll along the rail on the talkSPORT app and click on Times Radio from 10 o'clock, obviously. Now, in the sports bar last night, the Chunk and Jason Cundy were joined the studio by comedian Jacob Hawley, who had some interesting and loving things to say about the man alongside me. Ooh.
He was a hero at Arsenal at the time that I was just starting to get into the club. And he obviously still does a lot of stuff with Arsenal. He'll go on the pre-season tours with the club now.
That's great.
And the thing is, you'll see him on the Arsenal social media accounts. They'll have pictures with him and Gunnosaurus in Singapore, whatever, meeting fans, blah, blah. But then via his own personal social media, it's Cobra Bombs.
Yeah.
And I always think, like, when we signed, for example, Gabriel Martinelli, and he's come straight from the 4th division in Brazil, he's in the squad, he's young, he's travelling around with Arsenal, he probably didn't know Arsenal that well. Someone's had to explain to Martinelli who this guy is, because he'll be like, who's this guy who's getting on it every night and then sticking his arm around Gunnosaurus to take pictures of fans in Singapore?
Yeah. He's one of the best English footballers ever.
Yeah, someone's going to have to say he won the FA Cup, mate. He's a double winner.
Yeah.
I'm professional.
He has a point.
No, I'm professional, Al.
He has a point.
I'm professional when I have to be. Always, I have a good time after. But when you do what you got to do, you be professional. But no, they're all good as gold. All the players. I always have a chat with him.
Gunnosaurus.
Martinelli, he's one of my. He always comes up. Oh, Ray, how you doing? And, he's good guy, if you know what I mean. So they're all good guys. They're all good team spirit they've got up there.
You're not on it every night, are you?
No, don't be silly, Al. Every afternoon. I don't do night drinking. Only afternoons for me. But no, it's a bit of fun, I still you got to have the right balance, Alan. That's
balance.
So do a little bit of fitness.
Do a Cobra Bomb.
Let's do a little bit now, but I don't do as many as them now. I do like. But it all started during the old lockdown. We couldn't go out, and that's how it all started. And it's just a bit of fun. I was just trying to cheer people up, doing birthdays, shout-outs and all that sort of stuff.
So what's he now doing?
He's getting too boring.
He's now doing an outside bar.
Yeah, I've got an outside bar, definitely.
But you're building a new bar.
I'm going to cut the shirts up, and all that sort of stuff.
TikTok, you're doing all...
Oh, TikTok, yeah, that's my daughter. She's roped me into doing that. But, yeah, it's only a bit of fun, Al,
What are you doing?
You were in TikTok with me.
What?
You'll be later, over the road.
What are you doing with all this money, Ray?
What money?
Well, you're out on
Well, you've got your meeting today about your contract, haven't you?
Sure about that.
No. I just do it for fun now, really, and I'm looking forward to Sunday as well because I'm doing a little screening for the boys Sunday.
Well, don't say where because
no, of course not.
This opening Sunday of the Premier League season, we're treated to one of them great fixtures of any campaign, I think. Manchester United against Arsenal. So
always a special game.
We were talking about Arsenal's first 6 games. You thought, ooh, that's a tough start. But from United, I wonder what the United fans are thinking. Oh, great, we've got the Arsenal coming. Or are they thinking,
it's a great game to kick off
because they're looking to start.
If they can somehow beat Arsenal Sunday, then they're on the front foot, aren't they? Straight away, because Arsenal will be probably one of the favourites to win the league. So if they can get one over on one of the favourites to win the league, then and they'll be looking forward to it. Cunha and the new signings will certainly be looking forward to putting that Man United shirt on and getting out there, and because they've got nothing to lose, have they? Really, they can't get worse than last year.
No,
it's impossible that they get worse than last year. So it's all positive, really. Where can we finish in the league? Can we get in that top 8? Can we get in that top 6? And it's a challenge for all those guys who've come in now. And if they do get in the top 6 or top whatever it's going to be, everybody will be looking at the new signings and say they've really improved their club.
I think United can be 5th or 6th.
They've got,
I think Spurs can be up there 5th or 6th.
Yeah, Spurs. You've got Villa. You've got Newcastle. Can Brighton... I know. It's so many good teams in.
So what about then? You mentioned you think Gyökeres will get off to a flyer. because you've been bridesmaids now for 3 seasons running. He's one of 6 major signings. What's been an impressive summer for Arsenal. A new technical director, Andrea Berta. And in the media this week, 1998 Premier League winning skipper Tony Adams, Tony, has been turning the screw on Odegaard, suggesting that he's not a captain. Declan Rice would be a better captain. John is now for more as Ray's former teammate, the 9-time major trophy winner with Arsenal. He's down at the bank's edge. He's got the rod in the water. David Safe Hands Seaman. David, good morning.
Morning, goalie.
Hello, mate. You all right?
Yeah, good, pal. What do you make of? First of all, I think Tony's got a point. I think Declan would make a great captain.
Yeah, he would, but Odegaard's the captain. So for me, there's no need to change. If you start changing things like that, you start upsetting the squad. Odegaard won't be happy for starters, but Declan's always going to be a captain on the pitch anyway. Ray will tell you that when we were playing, we had about 8 captains on the. So for me, it doesn't make that much of a difference. I know what Odegaard's like off the pitch, and he's brilliant with being a captain, being the club captain. So for me, leave it alone. Let's concentrate on the football rather than the captaincy.
And to be fair, Dave, you're exactly right. You've got to have 6 or 7 captains all over the park.
Football's changed.
Well, it hasn't really. What's changed about it?
People don't shout at each other anymore.
Well, they probably do, Al, behind closed doors. But just going on to the signings, Dave, do you think there's any more coming in? Because Eze, obviously, is the one now. I think Spurs will be looking at him as well from Palace, and Arsenal have been linked to him. Do you think there'll be another signing? Do you think that will be an unbelievable window then for Arsenal's point of view if they do get Eze as well?
Yeah, it would. It's already been fantastic, Ray. Everybody was crying out for a striker, and we've got Gyökeres, so, if you add Eze, then that's even better. But the ones that we've got already have made a massive improvement to the squad and to the team. I'm looking forward to seeing what TV actually names against United, because it's a massive test, isn't it? There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, do you remember that brawl, Al? Alan remembers it, but Dave, do you remember it? What was it? Brian McClare, Nigel. You was the only one who weren't in it, was it, Dave?
No, that was what was it?
You was at the other end, weren't you? You thought, I can't be bothered to run up there.
I'm not going up there just to push and shove a few people. If people get knocked out, I might be different.
But by the way, you were very smart because you saved yourself a few grand, David.
I know, exactly. I didn't get involved in that, Al. But what I can't understand about that game is how come we get deducted 2 points and they only got deducted 1? But anyway, moving on. We still won the league.
Quickie, you must be looking forward to Leeds back in the Premier. You're a Leeds boy. Leeds taking on Everton. Of course, Jack's gone on loan there. So what a game that's going to be. What an atmosphere.
Yeah, it'd be a fantastic atmosphere at Ellen Road, and I'm going to the Arsenal Leeds game, Al. So I'll be wearing the half and half scarf. So, but yeah, it's amazing that Leeds have come up. Just hopefully we stay up. When you look at
last year.
You want them to stay up, or at least one of them to stay up, just to stop the rot. But so excited about Leeds season, so excited about Arsenal seasons too.
Yeah, Dave Kepa's come in as a replacement for Ray if he's needed, and I think that's a really good signing. I really do. I think he's got the experience, and look, he's gone for big money over the years, and they've got a blinding deal for him. And I watched him pre-season, Dave, and he's a good penalty stopper, because a couple of penalties he saved against AC Milan were very good.
Yeah, it is. It's a good piece of business, that, Ray, because when you get a quality keeper like that for what was it, about £5 million? Yeah. That is proper business, and a very smart move on Arsenal's point of view. But it's good cover. Obviously with Ray, he had a great season last season. He'll carry that on. But now we know that if he does get an injury or anything, we've got a really good quality goalkeeper to come in and fill in.
It's nice for Aaron as well, because you obviously quite close to Aaron Ramsdale when you was going down to training ground and seeing him. It's nice that he's got a good move to Newcastle now, and hopefully he can have a really, really good season as well.
No, exactly. He's got a good move there. And I was on Sky Sports yesterday and I called him a reserve goalie. I said, he's gone up there as a reserve goalie. I was like, oh, no, I can't believe what I just said.
Hey, Dave, I was talking about fishing, but it's about time we went back to Berlin, isn't it? You, me, and Ray.
Oh, I know. Exactly. I heard you on about poker bombs. We were doing dumb bombs out there.
It wasn't. Oh, yeah. Oh, that was a great trip, wasn't it?
Quickly, because I'm getting a rollicking here. How's the old fishing going, Dave?
Fishing's going well. The rivers and the lakes are a bit low, Al, because we've not had much rain. But I had a 38-pound carp and a 41-pound carp in one session not long ago. So
did you really?
I did, yeah. I'll send you the pictures. I'm sure you can't wait to see them.
Well done, Dave. Thank you. Enjoy the weekend.
Cheers, Dave.
Brilliant. There you go. That was a great trip, wasn't it?
Oh, that was.
Yeah, but
one of them a month out.
You were out of order.
But the poor
Dom Perignon in
and Jägermeister. They don't really go. If I'm being honest, but we all had a little go, didn't we?
I didn't. I refused to.
Boy. He was a good boy.
I just stuck to the Dom. Right, let's have a bit of this at 9:43.
To the end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown. What a play by Topman Holmes. There's the snap. Brady throws it, and it's caught for another touchdown. Stepping up and throwing deep down the sideline is caught. It's caught. The Patriots win the Super Bowl. There's a Hail Mary.
What was the score of that game?
Do you know what? The times I done my money in the final seconds of that NFL, it's not worth betting on.
Dangerous.
Oh, dear. But anyway, the NFL returns to Wembley in October as the Rams from LA take on the Jaguars from Jacksonville. And our competition to win VIP tickets is now open. This is a cracker. We're giving you the chance to win 6 seats. And for a chance to win, text the word cash. And for a chance to win, text the word cash to 83338 and you're in the draw. Text costs £2 plus 1 standard network rate message. You must have the bill payer's permission, or you can enter for free by calling 0330 880 3338. I'll give you that again. 0330 880 3338. All entries must be received by the 25th of August. By 11 p.m. This is a talkSPORT limited promotion run on talkSPORT, Talk and Virgin Radio UK stations. Full T's and C's at talksport.com. Right, Newcastle manager Eddie Howe has been speaking in the last few moments ahead of tomorrow's opener at the Villa, live and exclusive on talkSPORT. He was asked, well, has any change to the Alexander Isak situation?
No, there's been no change to the situation. All my focus has been on the training, on Aston Villa, on the transfer front in terms of trying to get players in. And you can imagine that is all-consuming for me. So Alex's situation's been unchanged for a while, and that will continue to be the case, I think.
Must be difficult for Eddie. Every time he gets near the mic, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening?
It's a nightmare. He probably just wants the window to close now.
Yeah.
And then he can get on with it. Whether he's got him or not, then you can just concentrate on the players you've got. If the window does close, I'm sure he will be back into the fold at Newcastle, and starts banging the goals in. The fans will get behind him again. But it's not ideal. How he's acted is not ideal. I mean, but there's ways to leave clubs, and I think he's gone the wrong way around it. If I'm being honest, I don't know who's advising him. I don't know who's
agent.
Yeah. I know he's had his head turned, and it is. You would get your head turned by Liverpool because they won the league last year. The money, probably wages wise, he's going to get a lot more money going to Liverpool. But there's still ways to do it, and they've been so loyal to him. They've been so good to him, Newcastle fans. When he's been scoring goals, and I think you've got to have that little bit of to say I want to give a little bit back to the fans, and that's where I find it quite disappointing that how he's treated and how he's treated the fans, because they are the main people in any club. The fans will always be there supporting you through thick and thin, and I don't think he's done it the right way.
Yeah, the new album's out. It's called Everywhere I Went, Led Me to Where I Didn't Want to Be. We're talking to Tom Grennan, big Cov fan, coming next. .951, the voice there of British pop superstar Tom Grennan. Tom has just released his eagerly awaited new album, Everywhere I Went, Led Me to Where I Didn't Want to Be. The 15-track album is the multi-platinum selling artist's fourth and is released today via Insanity Records. Stunning addition to his already impressive discography. How do you say that?
I don't know.
No. How do you say that?
Al, you've got to read the scripts, Al. You do it. Come on, say it again.
Discography, which has seen him. I've never heard that word before. Which has seen him accumulate. Go on, you say. No. Come on, Brainbox, you do it.
No, come on.
Accumulate over 1.5 million album sales. Tom's just shook his head as well. He can't do it. And 2.5 billion streams. 2.5 billion. Till I say Tom joins us now in the studio. Tom, morning.
Morning,
Tom. Tom, come on, describe. What was that word I've missed?
I'm dyslexic. I wouldn't even have a clue. I wouldn't have a clue.
Oh dear. No, I'm not. Discography. No, That doesn't make sense.
They spelt it wrong for you. That's why.
Yeah.
Ed, shut up. Tom, how are you?
Very well, very well.
You didn't expect this at 9:52, Tom.
Nah,
First, we've got to talk about the new albums out, right?
Yeah.
15 tracks.
Yeah, it's a long one. Man.
Boxing. Tell me about the cover. Everywhere I went led me to where I didn't want to be, and it's the boxing ring. You flip someone sparkle.
Yeah, that's me, Sparko, and me, triumphant. It's me, kind of. It's real. It represents the battle I always have between me and myself. It's the devil. It's the devil and the angel on my shoulder. You know. Do I? Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Who do you listen to the most?
Who do I listen to the most? Well,
it's the old two parrots, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. But yeah, I do. It's that constant thing I'm always battling with, and the whole album is really about the person I have been, the person that I really don't want to be, and the person I am like now, and how I've like navigated my way through being 21, landing in like this weird, wonderful but crazy world of music, and navigating my way through that, and getting lost on the way, and making it out the other side and going, do you know what?
Tom, me and Ray do that every Friday.
Yeah, I know you do. I know you do.
You don't come out of us, Tom.
I know. That's why I come in the morning.
It's a little bit like,
you shouldn't worry about it.
A little bit like Robbie Williams, isn't it?
It's a little bit like Robbie, yeah, for sure.
I remember watching him, and he had some dark days, didn't he? And
yeah,
whatever.
definitely. And that's somebody I've spoke to a lot about it. Like I've got an addictive personality. I'm not somebody who can switch it off, you know.
Really?
No.
So when you feel a bit down, you get another tattoo?
No, when I feel, yeah, that's it, yeah. Yeah.
What about, the upcoming tour? This must be exciting.
Yeah, man. It's my biggest tour to date. Starts in September, all up and down the country, then goes into Europe, Australia, Asia. And
you must get a massive buzz, Tom.
Yeah,
when you
man.
go out on that stage in
Yeah.
front of all those people.
Yes. Well, you lot
Can't
know.
beat it, can you?
Yes, you can't beat it. Do you know what I
No,
mean?
you miss that as a footballer.
Yeah,
you
but
miss
it's not easy. Let's be, people say, oh, that must be fantastic.
You've got to play off the crowd, though. Don't
Yeah.
you?
Oh, once you're there, but it's getting there.
Yeah, definitely. I think for me, I belong on stage. I know,
Yeah,
and
of
like,
course.
that's where I feel most at home.
And you must feel so proud that there's so many people want to watch you.
Yeah,
that's how it comes to. It's
Yeah.
different when you're in a football team because they want to watch all the players.
Yeah.
But when you're on your own and
Yeah.
whatever, they want to just see you.
Do you know what? I've been doing these like little acoustic shows this past week, and just seeing how music brings people together. Like, cool, I write the songs and stuff, but when you see people just singing and being all together and having that energy in the room, it's
He does that
unmatchable.
a lot, doesn't he? Just off the cuff, Ed Sheeran.
Yeah, man.
He
Yeah.
does loads of that. Just turns up at a town hall and gets his guitar out. And
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
And do you know what? Tom's been in the Rose, you know that?
You have not.
The what?
The Rose pub.
I have, yeah.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
When?
You played golf, didn't you?
I played golf, yeah.
Mark Noble.
Yeah. What
Billy
a course.
Horschel.
Yeah, what
Are
a
you-
course,
are
by
you
the way.
living-
Park.
Do you know, that was the
See,
first
mate.
game of golf I've ever played in my life.
is
And
it?
I saw Billy Horschel hit the ball, and I went, I've got to be able to do that. And now I'm like obsessed with it. I played yesterday. Yeah, obsessed. Yeah.
Well, do me a favour. You've got a big tour coming up.
Yeah.
Don't go near the Rose. Because we're going to be in there later on today.
Yeah, fair. There's a lovely pub though.
Nice
Good
food
food.
pub,
Oh, yeah.
Good food,
So
yeah.
are you local, Essex, or where you?
I'm like Hertfordshire.
Oh, lovely. I
Yeah,
used to
yeah.
live in Digswell.
Yeah, lovely, mate.
Tunewood.
Yeah, nice.
Nice pubs there.
Yeah.
And we've got to talk about Coventry. You know,
Yeah.
You've got the Coventry shirt.
Yeah, I'm repping it today.
The old sky blue.
Yeah.
Unlucky last year.
Yeah, very unlucky.
Yeah, Frank did such a good job though.
Yeah.
This year, I think, well, it's just the beginning, but I think, yeah, we need a striker. That's what I think.
Right.
But Frank knows what he's doing. Got Derby on the weekend, and then we won the other night against
Such a hard
Yeah,
season.
Luton. was it?
Luton. Yeah, Luton. Yeah. So
Such a hard league, though, isn't it?
I think it's the hardest league
Great,
in
it's
the
a
world.
great league as well.
Yeah, I actually love the Championship. I
Yeah,
think
it's good.
I think it's exciting, man. It's cool.
So you kick off where? Where's the opening gig?
Bournemouth.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, down in Bournemouth, and then making my way up. So yeah, it'll be good.
How long they going for, Tom?
What, the shows or the tours?
Yeah, the tours.
Well, I'm doing it till November.
Oh yeah.
And then I'll break for Christmas.
Yeah.
And then I'll go to probably America in like January, February time.
Brilliant.
And if you crack America, or have you cracked America?
And now, I wish, man. Nah, not yet. I think America's so hard.
Yeah.
It's so expensive to go to America when the likes of radio and all this kind of stuff. But things are changing with like streaming and all that. So maybe I'll get a hit out there. If I don't, then that's cool.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm cool with where I'm at.
The Aussies love the music. You go back to NXS and Men at Work and all that, and Ice House and Jimmy Barnes, Cold Chisel, way before your time.
Yeah.
No, it's great. You'll love Australia.
Yeah, I love Australia. Yeah, I've been out there a few times and crazy place.
Well, keep on that straight path, Tom.
I will.
Keep out of the roads. Keep on that straight path.
I won't be coming to the roads.
Just keep playing golf.
Yeah.
Brilliant, and good luck to Cov.
Cheers, lads.
Cheers. Good luck with the tour. Tom Grennan there, brilliant. Right, 2 minutes to 10 o'clock. No, Ray, you're not taking them out. 2 minutes to 10 o'clock. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next week, I hope. Thank you.
What do you mean, I hope?